Hello guys, so today we're going to be doing a Overwatch Open Division VOD review between two teams. So the two teams this time is going to be HSL Academy and Eternal Eclipse Blue. Now, these two teams have gone flawless in Open Division at the moment, with HSL Academy being the secondary team for HSL Esports, which is a team that has just competed in Overwatch Contenders in Europe. And we're going to be seeing Eternal Eclipse, which is a team that I do not know who they are, but they are certainly been a strong team in the Open Division, and it'll be interesting to see how they hope against a team that is one wrapped around an organization and has the resources of an organization. So we're going to go straight into this game. Before I start going into this was ran by Broadcast GG, and I want to thank the casters as well as the production crew for creating this content so we can make this content happen. So thank you very much to Broadcast GG, and we're gonna go straight into this. I haven't actually looked at the scoreline as well, so it's gonna be interesting as.
Oof.
And yeah, we are at Village, so we're not starting off at Sanctum, which is my favoured map here on Nepal, just for the environmentals. Not so many chances of environmentals.
So we're going to be looking at. So we're going to first be going into
of our desk,
Nepal
like
Village.
snow,
So Nepal Village
or
is
snow
quite
gates with
important
May.
because
Maybe we'll see a bit of May.
Hopefully. I mean, everybody knows how I feel.
So Nepal Village, there's usually one of three strategies that can be played here. Usually we have the generic Goats comp. Goats comp is quite popular at the moment. This is 1.31, so this is before the armor nerfs come in. So we are going to be seeing a lot of Goats. I would expect a lot of Snoats here because Snoats is very strong because of the limited access to the point, and also we get to see double projectile. It'd be interesting to see what these teams play.
One of the most underrated characters, in my humble opinion, but it seems to me like we could very well just see that Goats. Teams have been
Wait
known
for the teams to
for
get out.
like,
So it'd be interesting to see what they play because I would expect a lot of genericness out of this comp.
But I'm hoping that this isn't a trick and that we do actually see this Ashe Farah, because this is going to be an exciting match.
Yeah, I love a bit of Ashe. More important.
Okay, so we're going to be seeing a quite diverse change.
I love a bit of Bob. We've
got some changes. Okay, so we're going to be talking about this here. So HSL Academy is going to be playing this brawler-esque style of. We're going to have a Tracer. As we get a little bit of lag there, we're going to be having a Tracer. We're going to have a Tracer playing on her own with a Wrecking Ball. Interesting. Wrecking Ball is usually played to counter Goat's composition, and the reason why is because the Pile Driver knocking up gets rid of. Because Pile Driver gets rid of the air control, it means that you cannot have the Goats comp cannot move, and one of the main strengths that Goats comp has is the mobility, because of Lucio's AOE speed boost. So we're gonna be seeing a combination of Pile Driver to keep the Goats comp in check, while we're gonna have a Pharmacy and Ashe for poke. Because when you're going up against any Goats composition, Ashe is going to be the one that's going to be doing quite a bit of sustained damage and getting her ult very, very fast. And Tracer's going to be playing on her own as well. So there's quite a lot of damage here. We're also going to be seeing a Zen coming out here. This is so we can have a pocket either for for Wrecking Ball or for Tracer. And of course the Pharmacy is going to be doing poking at range. Now we look on Eternal Eclipse side, we're going to be seeing something I like to call Ranger comp, which uses the Ashe, and the Farah. This allows you to poke at range, putting damage into a composition. Like for example, I think both these teams were looking to play against Goats. And the concept here is very similar to how double projectile works, which let's say this is the point. The Pharmacy would poke in on this side, and then your Hanzo, or in this case the Ashe, would poke in on this side, creating a crossfire. And because Reinhardt's barrier is only is directional, it means that he can only point it in one direction. So someone's going to get damage eventually. So both teams are looking to try and counter a goat slash snoats, but
Yes.
they're going to be
Oh,
looking
yeah.
into
I
a
hope
double
things are the same
projectile.
today.
Oh well, double
Oh my gosh,
damage.
look at this! Both barrels just firing rockets.
So we're going to see
enemy
poke from both
team,
sides.
just trying to
Funny
fill up
enough,
their
that
bronze
Hammond there, the Hammond keeping everyone in here, this is really useful because by keeping them in here, you can keep the spam, you can keep spamming rockets into this area and getting ult charge damage and ult charge, and potentially a kill if one goes astray.
Both teams just happy to poke out here, but Flipsy gets
And
first pick of the head.
Flipsy gets a kill. So Flipsy getting a kill here. This was probably because he poked. Well, either a rocket came in, or in this case, multiple headshots from a peeking Ash got the kill. So that was more of a peeking error actually from Ash.
Shot onto Numi, so it's gonna be a 6v5.
We're seeing this new.
And that is even up as Punisher goes down to the rockets.
Gonna have a.
Not missing.
And we're gonna have a return
very
rocket
often.
fire
That's
shot.
actually
Very good
really
shot from their end.
The healing is down now. On
I'd expect the
side,
point to go to HSL
the blue team
easily.
on the side of it's Eternal Eclipse.
We're gonna have.
That's
Yeah.
This fight is messy as hell. We're gonna see the main tank going down here.
Coin.
I don't know how does he go down?
Incident on the side here. That could be really important because the healing is down now on the side of the blue
Cannot
team
I
here.
cannot see it.
On the side of it's
Ooh, thanks for
Eternal
the
Eclipse
follow, by the
Blue.
way.
That's the blue team here.
Um,
On the side
so we're gonna
of,
see the Winston going in
Eternal
heavy,
Eclipse
but I
Blue.
don't think he has the
That's,
support and just gets bursted down by the Tracer.
That
This
was
fight
pretty
is now
huge, though.
going
Getting
in
that
direction
pick off
of
onto
blue
the
side.
Ash
They
was
got
pretty
+1
good, but the
advantage. We
counter
are
pick
gonna
onto the
see
Mercy was huge.
Numi
Getting
going
that
in
Mercy
hard,
out of the fight creates
getting
so
a
much
2-piece here.
opportunity for you. That's the biggest
This is a
killer
very, very
on
messy
Eclipse
fight,
Blue's
but
team. So once she's down, it makes it that much more difficult for them to push. It doesn't seem like they're doing much of a regroup at the moment, though.
this is a very, very messy fight.
They're still
The,
managing to
both
grab
these
points.
both these
This
compositions,
is chaos.
because you're wanting Eclipse is trying to get this crossfire setup, which I think they have a little bit. They have the fire and they have the Ash on both sides, so they are creating this crossfire, but the crossfire is not in the direction of the point because both teams are looking to outrange themselves, and because of it, it's very messy.
There's DPS on both sides are getting picked.
Numi's
Look
got
at
3
Numi
piece
on
during
Ash.
this fight.
They've got this opposite number
We've
there,
got
but
very,
they've
very
already got
extended
2 or
fight
3
going in.
kills. The point, yes, it is in favour of Eclipse, but HSL Academy is pushing it, and Numi gets another 2k.
I think as well, this just looking at how the tanks are dying so fast, you can see the weakness of of these compositions, because you've got so both sides have got pharmacies, and this means that the only healing that you're going to get from these compositions are going to be the Zenyatas. So as a result, you're going to have a lot of these tanks go down fast. I think this is why HSL are preferring to run one tank, which has a lot of shielding, and just run another DPS that has some sort of sustain with recall. So this composition is probably a lot better for this sort of like crazy style of play. It's actually very fascinating to see that
Listen, Chaos is exactly
we're seeing
right.
something
There
of a
was
low heal
so much happening
composition
in so many different
come out
areas
there.
on this map, and it seemed like
But
they
the reason why Eternal won that fight was mainly just down to Numi got a 3-piece and took out their pharmacy. And I would suspect soon, yeah, I was suspecting the Pharah was going to get swapped because it's just not going to go down well.
weren't
So
really
Numi just
sure
hard
where they
carrying
needed
the
to
team
be.
there.
Thankfully, we had Numi
Oh
popping
god, people
off
spamming
on
some
that,
mods.
Ash and getting a lot of picks and creating openings so that they could pull the point back. But
And
I
we're
think
going to
if they're
see
gonna
a Spec
continue
not
this streak of
getting
success, they're gonna need to
getting
play a little
staggered.
bit more together because he pulled the point popping off on that Ash and getting a lot of picks and creating openings so that they could pull the point.
Holy wow. So we saw a combination of peaking here. I think the main reason why this why Speed not went down, Diva's not there. And we also have the headshot coming in from Numi. Numi is fragging out right now. Like, so this is
Point
really
back.
helping.
But I think if
This
they're
is
gonna
really
continue this
helping
streak of
Eternal
success,
Eclipse
they're
to
gonna
keep
need play a
control
little
of this
bit more
point.
together, because you can see at the moment
And
they're still quite split up.
I also want to pay attention towards ult as well, because we're going to see a lot of, because these fights have been very messy, but everyone's been gaining ult charge, we're going to see a lot of these ultimates just coming online during this fight. So we're going to have we're going to have the Pulse Bomb coming in. Pulse Bomb is going to be very, very useful going against the Zenyatta, because you want to try and force out Zenyatta's ultimate. Because Pharmacy is not going to be touchable. You could stick Monkey, because he's the only one who's probably not going to get ultimate in this fight. I would expect A10 to potentially get one. So you're going to probably see them try and stick onto the Zenyatta when can. We're going to have Spinock when he comes back into the fight. He's going to have his ultimate available. He's going to be looking to, again, try and disrupt the Zen, or maybe disrupt frontline. Depends on how I feel. We're going to see Zenyatta ults from both sides. Zen ult, surprisingly, cannot counter this very well, because it just does so much DPS that it just goes past it. And we're going to see the Valkyrie coming as well, which is going to help with pushing. If anything, you could say that you have four here to 4 here. Hey, still pretty even. The only difference is between the D.Va ults, and of course the Mercy ults. This could be helpful, but a lot of these guys have mobility, so I wouldn't expect this bomb to work very well unless we are unless they're going to be point control, unless they're going to be able to control the point.
Exactly where to go.
Rez is going to get in, get cancelled.
Get the headshot on his opposite number there quite early on in this fight, delaying.
Rez getting cancelled there. Too aggressive, I would say. The D.Va was looking to protect her, but yeah, she just couldn't do it.
Having to wait it out.
Pharah go low. Pharah goes low in this fight early. It's going to be awful. So we're going to see. Thanks. We're gonna see them. We're gonna see the Hammond try and dive. Let's just show it back again, just so people didn't look at it. Make your bed. I have actually made my bed.
Stay alive. And now Bob is coming on this mobility. Defetator having to
so you'll watch the health bar and Zen. So Zen's gonna go low. How did he get low? Because it wasn't.
Maybe cause some disruption. Defetator having to wait it out though before he goes in.
So he's here, and he gets shot. So he's probably got a headshot from the Ash. The only one who could have done that.
Maybe cause some disruption.
Death Potato tries to go in, fails.
Stay alive.
And we're going to see an ult coming out from here. King of 3k.
The 2k and
the 2k and the DMAC.
I mean, that's huge. They've managed to hold on to the point so easily just off of that barrage. Yes, Mercy does come through.
So
with
they
the
tried to go through main. Pharah goes in.
Because now your Raze is
where was the D-Matrix?
Hold on.
And the D-Mac that's coming out might cause some disruption. Use the shield. Stay alive.
Oh, they really weren't looking for it. They should have known this ult was coming at him. So there's a big mistake coming in from HSL. They should have known. They should have known that this was available. They should have known this was available. This must have been either reacted early or they burned boosters early. They should have known this was going to happen. That's definitely a mistake on HSL's side.
And the D-Mac, that's exactly what you want from a garage.
I mean, that's huge. They've managed to hold on to the point so
and we're gonna see cleanup from here.
Yes, Mercy does come through with the Raze, but
good ultimate usage. You got two for free. Eternal is won the fight with less ultimates and got away with it.
You know, they wouldn't have had that opportunity. So now you got to come back for yet another regroup.
So we're gonna see protect comp.
4 ultimates here. They have.
So we're gonna see a composition swap from HSL going to protect. Interesting style. I think they want to try and protect going up against these tanks. But again, it's going to be really difficult because this fight is going to extend onto going into 99 into overtime. So I can see where it's coming from, but they both have ultimates to cancel this. I don't know. I think they're trying to make the pharmacy force, but
for themselves.
I don't know if this will work.
Swapping onto that McCree to try and deal with Kay's Farah. Now, that is a good idea. The Super McCree is very powerful, but he's going to need to watch his 6 for that Ash, because if he's not careful...
So we're going to see the dive coming in here, and we're going to see...
Take out Yelp early on their waterfalls.
Fantastic. Okay, that worked perfectly.
Well, the picks here look to be in early...
For that Ash, because if he's not...
So they come in, double lock up, and get killed early. So funny enough, they've Eternal Eclipse has played right into what the protect comp's advantage is, which is going to be trying to stun that front line.
He managed to to take out Yelp early
And they
on
get
their
both
watch.
that and the Zen. I don't know
Target
what
as
the Zen
well.
was.
The picks just take
Gonna
Wonder
need
where the
to
Zen
watch his
was.
6 for that Ash, because if he's not
Oh
careful,
wow,
Ash is
Speednock
gonna get
actually
taken
getting some huge,
and he managed to
huge
take out
dinks there.
Yelp early on their watch.
So going +2 early in the
Target
fight.
as
This is
well.
gonna
Picks
this is
therefore
gonna be a
look to
this is
be
gonna be a
in
fight
five
win.
Eclipse, and they're getting aggressive now with this numbers advantage. They're pushing forward.
Okay
trying-
then, they
trying to take the point
they
here.
proved me
It's getting
wrong,
up to 93%
but
in favour
I
of
can
HSL.
understand
The
why.
point does flip, but only one fight left in this for HSL. Really, they can push back and take this.
This McCree
Flips
swap
again
was
onto Numi.
definitely out of left field for HSL. They weren't expecting it. So Spinock comes
I think as well, like this. Okay, if they kept playing at range, this would be fine. But because they didn't have a shield, because they didn't have like a Reinhardt shield, you know, having their shield up here, they bursted that down, and that's how they won the fight. That's actually
out
fair
and
enough from
immediately
HSL.
pops off and takes out the Zenyatta, and that's pretty huge. The tanks were all alone, basically frontlining.
Because
the
usually when
entire
you play
Eclipse-
Protect,
Eternal Eclipse Blue.
just for people out there, like you usually play Protect comps to try and counter dive comps. That's what you usually use it. So they're trying to use it, but to take out the frontline dive, which they did, and we saw both these guys. But they, by not using these ults, they actually that's an interesting way to think about it. So HSL, I mean, I could be right, I could be wrong, but hear me out on this one. You could say that HSL, they were trying to force out these ultimates here. They knew that these guys would dive in and that they would force out ults. Eternal Eclipse, they kept the ults early because of the burst, and just said, okay, we'll just
and
play the next
immediately
fight
got
for
taken
free.
out.
We're
That's
going to
not
play the
what
next
you
fight
want,
on this
because
because they
if the
don't have
tank line doesn't
ultimates.
have the support it needs, it's not going to flourish.
Anyway, we've got
Zenyatta
5
has
ults,
managed to
5
flip
ults to
the
2.
point,
We are
but
going to
as you have
see...
said, only one fight left with HSL with a
We are going to see Zen ult coming online. This is pretty huge. They need to really lock this down as fast as
billion
possible.
ultimates.
Bomb comes in, gets nothing, but it scatters out, scatters the front line, gets the kill on the Winston as a result.
Because of the transcendence from
So that's a really good start already. We're gonna have front lines from both ends going down.
Probably going to be the last fight, maybe the second from last fight here. Kage manages to get 2 picks here, and I think
How did Kage get a kill onto Numi?
HSL are going to have to pull
How did that happen?
picks on both sides. They're fighting it
Where is he?
out.
So he's down here.
Probably going to be the
So he's down here. So this is the problem about Brig. If you leave Brig alone, she's gonna get she's just gonna get value because she can just hit you for free.
last fight, maybe the second from last fight.
And she gets
Kage managed to
stunned
get
and
2
bursted.
picks here, and I think HSL are going to have to pull back and read.
I'm a
Wow.
little disappointed with HSL's attack. It felt like they came in
They came in strong,
feeling
but then their
like,
front
yeah,
line
we'll
just fed.
hit Q, and then
Kage manages to get both nodes of the trap by
with HSL with a billion. Now Eclipse has managed to
Okay, so we're gonna
flip the
see them
point,
dive
but
in.
as you have said, only one
Yeah, and he's gonna instantly get bursted.
fight left.
And
with
that's gonna
HSL
force
with a
out an
billion
ult from his end.
And these ultimates are coming out right here, right now. We see
I'm expecting as well that Eternal Eclipse. Oh, thanks. Apparently they were the wrong. Okay, so apparently these were all the wrong way round. Okay. Thanks, broadcast GG. Just to make it even more confusing. Sorry, people watching. That was incredibly confusing. I love how everyone just got timed out. Fun times. But anyway, HSL in this HSL are going to be burning ults here. I expect them
the
to
barrage
change
as well.
comps.
Kato manages to get Defitator, not much else because of the
So they get the kill,
from
and they get
Frenzy
instantly
here.
bursted.
There's picks on both sides, they're fighting it out. Both nodes is probably going to be the last fight, maybe the second from last fight here. Kage managed
And
to get
Numi
2
going
picks
in.
here, and I think
I will
HSL
say
have to pull
Numi's
back.
positioning, which is where Farah is right now. This wasn't great, really good. You either needed to try and move up here, or at least try, like, we can actually track it. Let's actually see where she was in this fight. I know I've gone back a few times, but I actually do want to know.
Right now.
HSL with a billion ultimates.
And these
Point. But as you have said, only one fight left with HSL with a
So she's right here. So we're going to have a look at where Numi goes.
billion ultimates.
And these ultimates are coming out
Numi's
right
actually
here,
kind of low.
right now. We
Gets
see the
the-
barrage
gets
as well.
the
Kato manages
trans.
to get Defitator, not much else because of the transcendence from Frenzy here. There's picks on both sides, they're fighting.
And then she moves down here. She moves down here. She could either be back. A better position to either be back here or keep high ground here. Coming down here is not very good, especially as we have Brigitte. Brigitte's like the biggest threat that she could go against right now
To get help.
because she's
It's
very
probably
sticky.
Gonna be, the last fight, maybe the second from last fight here.
And she just gets completely rushed down. So now we're going into -1, -2, and the fight's gonna be over. We're gonna be going into final fight now.
Like, yeah, we'll hit Q and then win the fight. You know, GG easy. And that's not what happened. They actually wound up.
We're gonna see we're gonna see a break run out here, which means we're gonna see goats. So now we go into goats.
Which, given that
Goats
they
v
have so
protect.
little
Goats
time
should
left,
win
I
against
don't know
protect
if that's
usually.
really gonna work out for them. But let's see
So
if
the
they can make it
boosters
work.
knock the
Well, Kaiser goes down
Maitland back and he gets
early. It's now
bursted.
64 as well. Look at this. They're coming back to point, as you said,
Oh
without
Jesus!
much in
Talk
the
about a
fullback.
bloodbath.
In his last fight. Well,
They can make it so little time
The
left. I
hell
don't
just
know
happened?
if that's really gonna
So we're gonna have the Winston come in. A10 just boosts, but to hit
work out for them.
Flipsy?
But let's see if they
Flipsy
can make
was
it work.
low.
well, Kaiser goes
Why
down
didn't you go for
early.
that? Flipsy was so low. Oh my god. And then with the backline's just gonna get absolutely mauled. I don't even. I mean, I've got a
It's
very
now
limited
64.
view.
Let's see if they can make it work. Time left. I don't know if that's really gonna work out for them. But let's see if they can make it work.
Oh wow.
Well, Kaiser goes
Comes
down
in from the
early.
back.
It's now 64 as well.
Completely rotates
Look
out
at
them.
this. They're coming back to point, as you said, without much in the old bank.
There's not much I can see there. It's just they used the boosters. Flipsy was low. Like they could have stripped the armor out.
100% to 93%.
Get that.
Certainly not a boring matchup.
That's unfortunate.
Absolutely not.
Just
And I
gets
just wanna
completely
bring
boosted.
back
I
to
can
those
I
swap
can't
ups.
actually
So
see what was going on
it
there.
feels like Steenup swapped onto that
By the way, I
control
hope
just
hope
the
you guys
right
are
time.
watching
He
having
never
fun.
got to get high noon, but he created enough pressure.
And we're gonna see
to force
Eternal
HSL
Eclipse
to
get the
swap
first
up
point.
onto goats. And once they'd done that,
Anyway,
they had
Shrine.
no
Shrine
ultimate
is a
left.
very
They couldn't win that last fight. So
Shrine is a
don't know if
very
like 900 IQ planned
goats
that way, or if
dominant
the cards
just because of the
fell
way the
into
point
place,
is.
But it was phenomenally well played from Eclipse.
So
Now I'm hoping
most of the time you're going to see teams just go up on main, and if you're trying to attack a defend and someone's defending, you're going to move over here usually. So yeah, Shrine is going to be all about goats v goats,
HSL
and I expect
change
goat v
something
goat
up
to be
a little
played.
bit. I see it looks like they're gonna
Unless
stay on
someone
the
gets a little bit
standard goats, and I
snazzy,
think
of
that
course.
could be very powerful for them. They are going to need to be careful for this Ashe Farah though, because again, that's going to be a lot of damage coming into you. Added on top of that, the wrecking ball that's going to be creating a lot of dissension.
So we're going to see this comp come out again. This triple, this like ranger, but with less tanks and more individual sustain on damage. It's interesting. It's all about slowing down. It's all about just slowing down the goats comp to try and do more damage with the Ashe and the Farah. This Tracer pick is interesting because they don't want to play a diva basically. I don't know. It's an interesting choice. It might just be because Kage is a good Tracer player. It could very well be.
In the back line,
Interesting
trying
style.
to boop them up.
Anyway, you're gonna see them move to point, try and get point control straight away. Fair enough on HSL side.
Create chaos. They're going to be really need to be careful and watch their six.
Yeah, he just already.
And we're gonna see the
position.
attack from both ends. So they're gonna
Just say, here we.
Six.
Yeah, he just.
So you're gonna see Focus trying to be on this end while you're going to see Poke coming on here. The whole idea is to try and create a crossfire of these two to do more damage. So they're basically doing that again, just
Still already on point here.
Just
Looking
on
to use
Shrine.
that brawly composition to just say, here we are, come to us.
Divas are going to be taken very,
For
very
that
low.
opportunity of disruption.
Does get
Running
sustained
into
out.
the back line. Does come in, doesn't manage
Gonna
to
see
get
a
much in.
knockout
Back gets
coming
all
in,
boots off
and
the map there.
that's
Kaiser.
unfortunate.
What a flail shot there.
Problem with
Phoenix
playing
does manage to
with
get
close
the
with
Numis.
Hammond,
Still
you are
pretty
going to
even
get
here,
killed.
especially when Echo manages to finish off.
We're gonna see a
Xavier with Lady
consistent
Diva.
poke
The
come.
points will go to HSL.
We're just going to see
Pretty
consistent
technical.
poke out on here. We're not going to see anything crazy.
For a long time. And
It's not like goats v goats where it's quite technical.
coming in from Echo, building up
So we're
that
gonna
barrage.
that is what the comp's all about. Okay, you knock everyone up and you put some poke in and it's free. And that's exactly what they did. So that's exactly what they need to do.
Enoch manages to get a pick on
And there you go.
This could be huge. I think the aggressive Eclipse here, looking to take this numbers advantage.
So now we're going to see the comp just
Right here,
fall
right now,
apart,
pushing into
because
Beto
now
as
the
well.
pieces
Looking to
of the
disrupt
goats are
as
just
well.
getting
Three
stripped
rockets
piece
down.
by
In the
piece.
meantime, 22% in
So we're
favor
going to
of
see the
HSL.
Zen going
They're
down,
gonna
and then the
wanna
Ryan
drag
will
this
probably
fight out
get
for as long as
killed as well. I would not expect an ult
Echo
coming out
doing
here just because
so
it's not
much
needed.
on this Pharah, actually impressing me phenomenally. They're running this triple DPS, which I find really surprising, but it's really working out for them. The amount
I think
of
it's
damage coming
interesting
in, and
about
did you
creating
notice it?
crossfires
Damage coming
using
in
this
from all
composition,
different
and I
angles.
think the
HSL
Tracer is
not
just
able
trying to
deal
divert
with
attention
all the
to try and
crazy
create more
damage coming
angles of
from
attack that
everywhere,
goats can't
and
hit.
it's making them split up, and once you split
Okay, so we're gonna see a difference in composition. I think Numi wants to kill this Pharah very easily. So they're gonna be switching over to this just to stop this poke. While Sombra, I guess, is gonna be trying to hack the Hammond and get him out of ball form. I will say as well, because of the long extended fight, this comp has got a lot of ultimates. 6 ults coming up here in comparison to just 2. It's going to be quite interesting to see how these guys survive.
up that goats comp, not everybody's benefiting from all of the heals, and that's what's creating the problem. So they're really going to need to try and make sure that they stay together as a team, deal with the targets simultaneously, and I see they've swapped up onto the Sombra, which could be huge, as well as the Widowmaker. They are sick of
So they're going to go onto the Ashe for the target. They get it out. That's pretty good. They do get the kill onto the Lucio. That's the target they do want to be going for. If the Lucio, like, if you get the kill on the Lucio early into the fight, it's going to be very difficult for that composition to move around, and I think that's why they wanted to get him first. And then getting the Lucio, getting the Zen as well means that both their ultimates are now going to be shut down.
Just try and force some of those ultimates out of Eclipse.
Gonna see
forcing
Spinock.
ultimates out is exactly what they need to do, because Eclipse is sitting on.
We're gonna see
fire
Spinock
with them.
actually.
We've just had the swap on
We're just
Zarya,
seeing
so it's gonna be a
Spinock
little
going
while
over
before we see
to.
that ultimate, but 5 ultimates is huge.
We're gonna see Spinock
They've
going
got
over, which means they're
massive
probably gonna be
advantage here,
switching over to
and
a
they have
Goats comp
point control.
eventually.
HSL really need to get it together, and that's a really good mind.
We're gonna see Echo kill herself. We're never gonna find out what that is. That's gonna be pretty huge though. It means they're gonna be able to do something. Tracer was way too aggressive on the positioning. Should have been back a little bit more. Oh, nice. Good hack on the pile drive. He's gonna lock that Hammond down for a bit. They're gonna be forcing out the Zen to make sure everyone gets alive, and it's gonna be a fight one just because they cannot out-sustain the Transcendence. So yeah, good for Eternal Eclipse. They've used a lot of ultimates, and they are switching over to Goats composition. And we're going to see Goats v Goats eventually. The Hammond's keeping here. They want to keep the Hammond on this. Interesting. So we're going to see... Oh! And the grab cuts it all. That's fantastic.
Spinock, you beast. That was 900 IQ Graviton Surge. Just grabbing them off point.
Okay, I was not expecting that. That Graviton at the end, just getting them off point. Fair enough. That was a good grab on them. Overall, that first fight really showed that the composition that Eternal Eclipse wanted to use, they've thought about it. They've really taken what we were using with double sniper, going against Goats, and they've really kind of pushed it a bit more and tried to work out with that Tracer. The Tracer isn't getting too many eliminations, but I think the eliminations that they are getting are important. You know, they're getting the Lucio, they're getting the Zen, they're getting rid of the sustain part of the Goats comp, and I think that's something that HSL couldn't really cope very well against. I'd say that in my opinion. So yeah, really good play by Eternal Eclipse, showing a little bit of ingenuity. It shows you that their coaching staff were doing the right job.
Some people call that a forced C9, but I mean, like that is crazy. That 9,000 IQ. Just
So
a lot of first point holds here on.
So
it's quite hard to take sometimes, but once you get rolling,
so now we're gonna skip over to game 2.
Very favored composition from HSL. I think that HSL Academy are really looking forward.
Okay.
And planning ahead.
Okay, so we're gonna be going on to Dorado. Dorado can be very moats heavy, or moats, floats, monkey goats. You know, just changing out the Reinhardt for the Winston, and that's what we're going to be seeing on Eclipse's side. Very standard. Well, on HSL, they are going to be playing what I like to call the Ranger comp, which is of course with the Fire and the Ash to basically just poke, get picks from afar and just build ultimate fast. So we're gonna see how this is gonna
For the
work here.
coming patch changes, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but they're going to need to really work out
So
if
we're gonna
they're
see
gonna
them
make this
force
thing work,
them off the
if
high
the last
ground.
map is
This
anything
is
to
good
go
because
by,
now
it
they have
doesn't
high
seem to
ground
be working out
advantage.
too well.
And Flipsy just gets completely
Oh!
annihilated, but it's gonna be rised up, so nothing too big. And we're gonna see Flipsy get completely murdered, so definitely peeking a bit too aggressively. Peeking too aggressively?
Too well for them.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh!
He goes out forward. Yeah, you see Flipsy, he comes out here and he just peeks straight into Numi, and this is gonna get him killed. He should be keeping this corner control. He shouldn't be peeking too often. He should be just throwing out Harmony, calling Discord, taking a little bit, and then coming back. This was a bit too aggressive on Flipsy's side, and he is gonna get punished for it.
Engaging Evokido manages to get the resurrection onto Kaiser, which is what they need. In the meantime, Numi's just doing what Numi does on that Ash. Just hitting shots, hitting headshots.
We're going to see constant poke coming in here, people trying to build up ultimates. We're going to see D.Va take quite a lot of damage there. And we're going to see Echo Albatross. Can they punish it? No.
Already up to 75%. And again, this is what we were talking about. Those direct rockets can be lethal, building up to that charge.
This Brig, do you know what? I'm going to say here, like, Brig, okay, his Numi just pops off. Numi, I feel like Numi is going to be a MVP of this. I'm just going to say it now. We haven't got much into the video already, and we're already seeing stuff like that. But, yeah, I was thinking about the Brig in this composition. The Brig doesn't really counter anything but the Winston. So this Winston's going to be very interesting. He'll just play very defensive, just getting ground where he can. So like here, for example, he's getting ground when he can. Yeah. So this Brig, I'm expecting Brig to change off for this. It's very unlikely I would ever. It'd be very unlikely that we're going to see it further on.
Hopefully he doesn't do what Echo did and wind up.
And we're going to get staggered because people are just getting absolutely murdered by Nomi. As he's just hitting heads.
Absolutely popping off.
And we're probably going to see a first point here. First point, I would say kind of clean.
Now they've left Zenyatta on payload duty.
Pretty much clean. Yeah, I'll probably say pretty much clean.
You know, it's part of the job description sometimes.
So we're going to be seeing quite a few ultimates coming up here. We're going to be seeing the Ash ult, which means we can pressure backline a bit more. We can pressure. We've got the Barrage, we've got the Valkyrie for sustain, and we've got the Zenyatta ult coming online. While Eternal Eclipse not doing so good. So yeah, pretty standard. I agree with that. Pretty standard, but pretty standard for Eclipse, but they're not getting too much. HSL just coming in with that poke and poking the comp part. So yeah, we see Kage go into Hanzo. Probably trying to burst the tanks, trying to destroy the bubbles when we can. So that's probably the main reason why they're running that. And we're also going to be, and it's also just to keep the range control against the Ash.
For their team, especially for this Widow, for Spinoff to try and pop off and get that Pharah, but they're going to need to give him a little bit of defense, otherwise he's going to get completely...
Wow, we're going to get, funny enough, the Flipsy's actually built his ultimate by that time. So we're going to see Zen ults on both ends. So we're going to see the...
Here comes Bob, and he goes...
Did the Bob... That Bob placement though, that was a bit of a mistake. That Bob placement was definitely not good. It should have been either, the Bob placement should either be, usually good Bob placements are on corners because then it can peak both ends. So the corner here would be the best one because it gives you control of this so this corner, for example, gives you control of the entire of this street, as well as anyone trying to go in church. So that would have been the best placement for it. I think his angle was a bit iffy on it. and he kind of threw it out there. He could have even thrown it here, for example, and that would have at least got the entire street and kind of in a bit of a church. So they'd have to hide in this section here. Anyhow, bad placement on that. To be honest, I think he probably wanted to throw his ult out and then change, because Ash is kind of awkward here. Flipsy's gonna come in on ult, completely gets DM'd, and then we're just gonna have a mess. So we're gonna get that DM'd. This is bad usage, just DM usage, which is, you want to use it when it is surprising, not reactionary. You want to play it. Do you know what? The one thing that I've learned, especially coaching a team, is using your barrage later in a fight is quite useful, because the DM's defense matrix is going to be lower, and so it can't be blocked. So it either forces the D.Va to go out of position, in which case you can play for that, or as well as the surprise factor of all of it. You want to have it surprising, and right here they just counter it easily. The problem about this comp is it can get caught out, and we just see that there with the 2k there. So right now we've got 2 down. We got 2 down here from 2 down here. This is even technically. This is going to be interesting. It's technically an even fight, but I'm going to see them backing out just because they want to probably regroup, and we're going to see a stagger. So HSL keeping control of this fight pretty well.
Eclipse is now swapped onto the double sniper with the Mercy, which is very, very strong. They are realizing the issue that is Kaiser, but Kaiser swapped onto Genji. Joke's on you, buddies.
And we're gonna see some quite dynamic changes here. Kaiser's gonna go on to Genji. I think the main reason they want to go is at Genji, just because they kind of want to get back to the point. I mean, Genji's, if you want to know, Genji isn't that good going up against the comp they're playing against, because you've got Monkey, you've got McCree, you've got D.Va, which can be a pain in the ass. Like, you've got so many ways of just getting around it. And you got you got Valkyrie from Punisher. So yeah, it's not that good, but he probably wants it for the mobility to get back. So fair enough. On the other end, we're going to be seeing the Xenalt. Xenalt's gonna be really useful here. Just because it'll allow them to push in and get the second point. And of course, you can go in and isolate and overextend and isolate. So anyway, we're gonna see what happens. And they're gonna contest it. The shotgun comes in to stop Ash from getting hit by the Winston jump. He's gonna primal to put additional pressure, so he can now go onto the Ash. So right now, the Winston has basically made Ash go out the fight now. So without Ash, this is fantastic, because now Hanzo can play a little bit more freely, and you might see him get kills too.
Try and deal with that Genji, and I think that's the perfect answer to it. But they gotta make sure that he can actually get the picks.
Yeah, Clips here looking for
Oh god! And in the meantime,
Winston to try and deal with that Genji, and I think
and in the meantime, we have Monkey here coming in here and hitting both DPSs, both McCree and Hanzo, which is fair enough. I would expect these two to be together. Compared, Kaiser's mate, Kaiser, it's not Kaiser, it's Kaiser. Kaiser's going to be looking to take out Hanzo. Hanzo is one of the easiest targets. Hanzo and Zen. So I'm not surprised that these two are together. They get caught out by Primal. We're going to see one of them go down.
But they gotta make sure that he can actually get the picks.
Yeah, Clips here looking for a last contest, trying to win out the point.
And because of burst,
they've already lost 3 members.
They gotta make sure that he can Winston to try and deal with that Genji, and I think that's the perfect answer to it.
We're going to see a Valkyrie coming in as well, trying to do some healing.
Yeah, Clips here looking for a last contest, trying to win out.
So that he can actually get the picks.
Yeah, Clips here looking for a last.
Yeah, that's the thing about.
To try and deal with that Genji, and I think that's the perfect answer to it. But they gotta make sure that he can actually get the picks.
Yeah, Clips here looking.
So we're gonna get the kill in from, and we're gonna get the kill on
Yeah, Eclipse here looking at a lost contest,
the
trying to
Winston
win out
because he
the
went
fight.
too
Not
low,
that
which,
can't get
okay,
it
fair enough.
to second point there, but they've already lost 3 members in this fight.
I'm gonna have a DMAC coming in there, but it's gonna be a pretty easy fight for HSL Academy. It's a weird one, this fight, because we have the Winston coming in here controlling the 2 DPS, which means the DPS is going to be much more focused on the main front line, and they do get bursted down. We're going to see both Death Potato and we're going to see the Diva come down as well. So they just had more damage in that fight, and that's how they won it. Now we're going to see a stagger. We're going to see the staggering kills coming in. We're going to see the Zarya going down. I expect the Ryan to go down as well, so staggered kills, not going to be very useful.
Going down. I mean, Numi on this Ashe is an absolute beast.
Numi, I will say this now. Numi is fragging like to his heart's content, and this guy is good. I am very impressed.
On the Genji, look, his ult charge is also ridiculous. Already up to 83, and he literally just swapped off. It seems like these 2 DPS players are really.
I will say,
like
Numi. They tried to play it and they just couldn't do it, which is fair enough. Like these guys are like, I will say What7 did a lot of control onto Brig. Because of the close nature of this point, they just all swapped onto goats. It's gonna be interesting if Kaiser can get any effort out, any actual use out of it, because it's just going to be very difficult to go through this tank lineup. But they do have a bomb. They do have a bomb as well, so we'll see what happens.
Pivotal point for this team. And if Eclipse is going to bring this back, that's really what they're going to
So the main thing's going to be high ground control. So red team or HSL Academy has already got the high ground. They're going to throw the bob on the back so we can start making a crossfire. So basically the whole team's situated here. They want to crossfire here and here, which is fair enough. Nothing like flanking damage. Blade's going to come out.
Trying to do now because the blade is coming out.
Flipsy's
in return though from Flipsy.
Flipsy's going to try and get some. Flipsy is just going to completely nullify that ultimate.
Bob not doing too much other than causing a bit of a distraction, perhaps.
The thing about Ashe, the one thing about Ashe is the amount of damage she can do with a dynamite, and it is pretty crazy. So didn't see too much there. This Kaiser's going to have to swap at some point.
Look at this, they're on the high ground.
Comes in there, gets stunned up. Can I just say, Eternal Eclipse should have been on that. They could have got Kaiser killed. I mean, I think he got armored.
Enemies, look at this, they're on the high ground. Yeah, pump in the poke damage as they've got the range advantage with their DPS here. Look at this, they're on the high.
Nope, they could have got him. They could have got him. Eternal Eclipse should have focused that. They could have got that. They could have got a kill on this. But no, they don't. Kaiser's going to be very, very aggressive. Flipsy gets completely... Oh, wow. Noomsy is causing pain for this team. Because Noomsy is keeping this, this like crossfire. Again, this whole idea is about keeping crossfire. HSL is just trying to keep this crossfire coming in, and Ashe is doing work. And he gets another ult during this fight. Punisher's going to get him down, and we're going to see them run through with the Sound Barrier. Sound Barrier is a very good aggressive ult. I'm not surprised they used it to get out there, and they just completely kill him and break out. So HSL, they played it slow. They waited for their opportunity to attack. They did. We're going to see a stagger come in on A10. So he's going to be D-Max. He's going to be throwing himself off the edge.
Without being out in the open. Flipsy getting up to
so
50% ult charge in the same amount of time.
I would say
another
Eternal Eclipse. Sorry, not HSL. Eternal Eclipse, they waited their time to try and hit them on the right target and build ultimate charge, and they did. And they just came in there, they attacked through, and they pushed through. They used an ultimate to push through with it, I will say that. But they killed the target. They killed one or two. They killed the first two, had an advantage in the fight, and they win the fight.
Spike the dragon
and now we're gonna see a. So now we're gonna see a Zen Goat's Mirror. So Zen Goat's Mirror. How does it work? So we're gonna try and. It's all gonna be about Discord management.
really strong.
Discord
really
management is
but
going to be
HSL now
key here.
hopping onto a full goats composition, this time
Discord,
with a lot more
there
time
are
than they
three
had
there are three advantages that you can get in goats: Discord, barrier, and bash. Those are the advantages that you can get.
on as
Barrier advantage allows you to cleanse as well as be cleanse Discord as well as be aggressive. Discord allows you to do additional damage and put pressure, and bash allows you to isolate a target and burst them down.
on the last map on Ilios.
So we're going to
Now
see
we're
them
seeing
attack high
come
ground.
through.
This is
They're
going to be
have a
very
lot of time to
difficult
build
for
up their
HSL to do.
ultimates.
They
Payload
go
is
through
slowly moving back, but they are not
go
too
through with it
concerned.
using
They're
speed
just gonna
aura,
put a lot of pressure into Eclipse, clean them out,
and they got high
safely
ground
ride
that can
payload
complete,
home.
but it gets booped down.
Yeah, I like the
Or at
hero
least
switches here.
Brigitte has the shield bash out early, so now Eclipse has
What is the
got
plan?
shield
I like
bash
the hero switch
advantage,
animation. They got
and Grav gets eaten. That's huge. That's huge. That they've just lost a huge ultimate there.
they're coming in though. Oh my
And we're
God,
going to see a bomb coming in there. They're going to get caught out. Two is going to get caught out there. That's going to be a massive, as they're going to just have the advantage running into this. It's going to be very difficult for these guys now to get the point control. They're probably going to get this now. The only things they could use is Flipsy. Flipsy can use his ultimate to get control of the point. That's the only thing they're going to be using. They're going to have to force out early. So we're going to see...
Not only does he eat the graviton surge, he then throws in a self-destruct that still gets...
Oh, we got
kills.
booped off.
Now it is an all-out wall
And
on
we're
the
going to see
point,
Kage
and
getting
he's
booped out as well.
trying so hard to get
So
to
now
the
we're going
edge.
to see two...
Oh my God, that shatter as well from what?
Okay, this is an absolute mess. So we're going to see this fight instantly at 5v6. We're going to see a D-mech, though, on the other side. A10 is going to get himself his mech back. While both sides are going to be building ultimate. We're going to see Bash coming in onto Zarya. I'm not going to be surprised if he dies. Does not. Does not. So now we've got pretty much... It's interesting that Jaff has not got that much armor. That's unfortunate for him, because Fipsy's going to have a bit more. So looking at this, we've already got a first kill on the Death Potato. He was isolated. He had to come all the way back round, and they probably just rushed onto him and killed him. Again, the first-person FOV is going to be really... POV, sorry, it's just going to be very, very annoying. But... and we're going to see Grab available, so it's going to be interesting to see if they can eat it.
They need Yelp with the melee as well onto Reinhardt.
And we're going to see two grabbed onto this, and this is going to be quick cleanup.
The Eclipse are just dying one by one here. This cart is going to get back to the end.
We're going to see the cart get cut out.
Coming through, big
Okay.
shatter there from that Reinhardt.
Nice defense ult,
Reinhardt to just
keeping
the
the Zarya
Payload
alive.
Dream
They're going to see
alive.
Zarya
And with the
pressuring
Wrecking Ball
in.
coming out,
They're
just
going to
some more
see...
stall. And
Yeah,
they're
and they're just going to
trickling
see
on,
the
but
stall
they
coming
can't
out from
use
here.
a little bit of stall.
Grab an
Maybe
airburst
they can
ult
do it
coming
with
in.
self-destruct, gets nothing, and still they have time to contest.
Yeah, you want to put
It's just
that
how much time you
on
can
the
waste.
top, not so far up in the air, but
We got it.
they do manage to get it to the end. But some nice stalling there from Eclipse.
So like
That
121.
maybe valuable time.
Not too bad.
There, but,
They kind of got stalled a little bit on that second attempt, but they had to kind of wait out.
But up until that point, they looked unstoppable.
But they didn't lose. They
And this is
didn't
exactly
technically
what I
lose a
was saying at the
fight,
beginning
which
of
is
the match,
very,
that
very
Escort
dominant.
is so
I
different
mean,
to control.
Numi
It
is
requires
showing
a
that he's a
very
very,
different
very
style of
talented
play,
DPS player. I'll
and
tell you
it's
that.
not
That's
as
one thing I am very, very
intensive in
impressed. And I
terms
think
of your
HSL, the
objectives.
scouting,
HSL
to get
really
him was
used that
pretty
to
good
their
as well.
advantage. They were fighting on payload, and even if they lost
Ugh.
the fight, there's still so much time for you to come back and bring it back. Now we're going to see them on this defense, and I really want to see what kind of a defense they're going to come
Let's actually
through with.
skip a bit.
Because we've seen, but just I think that. Yeah, absolutely. And now the doors are about to open, and I can tell you that yes, it is that Farah Ash that I was expecting.
And we're seeing Farah Ash again being played. Again, they want to play Crossfire, while we're going to be seeing a Protect comp coming from Eclipse.
And the Super McCree, and I really think the Super McCree is going to
Again,
be a big pick for them.
I would not be surprised if they swap some stuff out, because this
pick-offs. If he can get that Farah down.
That's cheeky. Okay, so they're actually Watt 7's just sitting here just trying to stall it as much as possible, and they're using the spam so they can't actually pressure him. That's actually pretty smart. I like that. That's actually pretty smart. That's a nice little stall tactic from them.
Down, it'll create a lot of opportunity for his team to push in.
Do they know he's there?
On Spin, although he's going to need to hit his shots, and that's what he's trying.
I think they knew he was there,
Look at this, the
and they're going to
whole
force him
game
out. That's
is
fair enough.
controlled by HSL.
It's going to be interesting how this break's going to be used. As Numi's just going to come and pick him outside the barrier. It's going to be very, very difficult for Winston to peek here. It's just going to get pressured out. And we're probably going to see some swap-offs here, because it's very, very difficult to actually get anything here.
They're playing very, very patiently. They've got Winston sitting on cart, swapping with Diva as necessary. They've got their players.
Going to see Numi going pressured out, going low, but he's not going to get actually killed.
Really working out well for them. They can plow in damage relatively uncontested.
We're going to see it. We're going to see Deadeye eaten. It's really weird with Deadeye because sometimes the eat is fine, but sometimes it may not be. So it really depends on what it is. The UI is a bit. It's not always 100%. So we're going to see the ult coming in for. I will say though, HSL Academy is building ult a lot faster with this composition in comparison to this. I am surprised that Brig has built up a lot of ult as she has, but it's probably because Kage is procced. He's procced. It's actually very interesting because the problem about running Brigitte against this sort of lineup is that it'd be very hard for Kage to actually get any sort of value because it'd be very hard to proc Inspire, but I bet you because of the stun lock up here and he's probably got a rocket flare in there, he's been able to heal up. Heal up and he's been able to get it done. And we're going to see Bob contest the point.
Struggle with their attack. Now
we're going to see a nice dynamite coming in here and a nice kill onto Punisher as well. And we're going to see them staggered out. And we're going to it's not too bad. Again, Numi knows how to frag out. And Kaiser's going to have his ultimate as well.
Pretty damn soon. Kaiser looking for the barrage.
Having as well the Valkyrie as well on top, just having that extra damage coming in, it's fantastic.
Not to waste it, not to get.
So now we're gonna see Kage. Kage gonna be using his rally to build up some armor. So it means that fine enough, armor going against poke damage is very odd, and now that's huge. That's huge. That's some good damage coming out from there. Good target focus from Eternal Eclipse, just killing off the Numi there. It's going to be killing out quite a big threat. It's going to be interesting because, and we're going to see that coming out as well. Wow, and they've forced out Jalf as well. That's fantastic actually from Eternal Eclipse. Good target focus, I would say. Good target focus from their range damage. Anyhow, we're going to see Kage just building his ult, while we're going to see going to be seeing 3 ultimates coming online on HSL Academy's side. It's going to be interesting because losing one now and having that, it's going to be very difficult for HSL to come back, especially as Flipsy and Punisher both got defense ults. So I'd say HSL should have been trying to force out defense ults.
Yes, it can.
Not bad. Echo does go down. Kaiser just didn't quite get put down enough, and he's going to be taken down.
Yes, it can. Echo goes down. That is going to be big here for the defense. HSL looking to get aggressive here, get some more picks. The cot has moved up to Archers.
Oh god, he gets bursted.
The attack here, Eclipse.
And then we're gonna see Mercy getting bursted here. Seanock is gonna be started fragging out a little bit, which is good. Getting the DMEC and the kill, getting the 2k. Fantastic. Oh, nice Death Potato coming in there. They've put 3 ultimates down. So they put 3 ultimates down against
forced out the trance, forced out the Mercy res.
They've used quite a lot of ults though, which is interesting. They've used 3 ults to get 2. So HSL, they're looking to probably use their tank ults here. I suspect they won't because again, it's too close to the point. And it also depends whether or not Numi can get value, but I expect he can, but we'll see.
They lost a few players, but they had that spawn advantage.
And they're going to contest. We're going to see the Primal come in, stall the point, which is fair enough usage. We're going to see Def getting bursted to half. They're going to be using Deadeye as well, just to force out. They're going to try and burst this Winston down, and I expect them to get bursted out instantly. This ult from Echo was pretty weak. Like, if I look back,
Bomb there coming over the top there, but behind him coming up.
because he just ults up, and he ults up to the high ground.
Not doing much. I don't think he managed to get through the archways.
Where's the ult up?
But look at that kill feed. It is shutting up. Doesn't matter.
Once they managed to plow enough damage in, they lost a few.
I just want to rewind this fight a little bit.
Once they cleaned out the high ground, they
So Jaff going at half. He's going to be stout. We're going to see an ult coming in there from.
Cleaned out, managed to plow enough damage in. They lost a few players, but they had that spawn advantage. Once they cleaned out the high ground, they dropped back down onto point. And
So we're going to see an ult coming out on Echo. Echo's going to bomb out. Doesn't get anything. We're going to see Deadeye coming in there to try and force out the Winston off the point.
Very risky bomb there.
We're going to see what 7 get bursted by Flipsy. Deadeye is going to be eaten by A10. So right here, this is quite messy. We're going to see the contest coming in from the Bob, which is fair enough. We're going to see Mercy coming in with a very risky res, but it's all gonna be shoot right, because they're gonna have to force themselves out of position to get to the point, and in the end it's gonna force them out. They're gonna die for it, and yeah. HSL punishing their positioning and getting kills.
To really get that groove going, but now the payload is moving out. And we see Winston diving
So,
with his D.Va.
We're gonna see HSL. They used, funny enough, HSL used a lot of ults and didn't get anything out of it. Well, we're gonna see Kage, Flipsy, Punisher. They're all gonna have their ults coming online. So 3 defense ults gonna mean it's gonna be very difficult going up against them. Jaff is gonna get his as well as Kaiser. So we're gonna see defense ults coming online for this fight. So it's all gonna be dependent on can Ejok get his value out the Valkyrie damage boost. And can we get that barrage out, Fat? Can we get value out the barrage? I wouldn't be surprised, because they do have the high ground control at the moment.
It doesn't even matter that they are building ults so fast, because Spinock is just consistently shutting them down.
So we're going to see Rally being used here to build up armor. This is quite strong. This is quite strong, because the one problem about this comp going into second point is going to be down to Spinock. Because Spinock can't move from the Spinock and Kage cannot move. They don't have mobility to get to the high ground. Punisher as well, technically as well. So it's going to be difficult for them to actually do anything. So HSL are just going to keep this high ground position, and they'll be able to get a pick eventually. Like, that's the whole idea. They're trying to get a pick eventually.
The rest of Eclipse, just that little bit of extra sustain for the coming fight.
Anyway, Numi gets his ult to contest the point again. Spinock's going to be taken very, very low. They're going to be forcing out sound barrier as a result. We want to see some aggression from blue side.
As well. We see all sorts of ults coming out, but nothing yet in the kill feed. We do see the
Jaff is going to get a nice kill on Echo. Echo goes quite aggressive here and gets punished for it, which is fair enough.
We see Transcendence now coming out from Yo. We see the bomb.
So he goes. So this is really interesting by Eternal Eclipse. So Kaiser goes in for his barrage, and D.Va comes in to try and stop it, but goes overextends, to be honest. I think they could have literally just moved over to church side and just ignore the barrage itself, but overextending here is probably going to be quite costful, and they're going to be going down -1 now.
Transcendence coming out from Blitzy to keep the rest of Eclipse
Didn't think they needed to use that, but okay. On the trans.
The rest of Eclipse pushing up, trying to get some more kills, keep this cart moving. But
they're going to get a res up, that's going to be pretty huge. Flipsy going to be getting Numi as well. These dive is always messy to look at, especially when you're looking at first person view. The bomb is going to be quite useful here, as the bomb is going to be able to scatter Eternal Eclipse. Numi going down isn't going to be huge enough that there are going to be 5v6 in this fight, and plus with the spawn as well, it's not going to be too easy. So the bomb's going to come in to scatter, doesn't get anything because it was too high. Spinock just gets absolutely obliterated by Spinock. Numi's going to come back, kill Death Potato, going overextending, and we're going to see HSL, they're going to have the advantage now. God, this fight is so long this fight. Kage goes forward, kills Mob, but gets killed himself, getting a trade 1-for-1. Oh god, this fight is so messy. It's hard on my end because it's just messy. Um, this defense ult is going to be quite helpful, especially as Flipsy's gone down. So having this ult is going to mean that they probably can win the fight now. Probably.
Get it here. I mean, HSL have got to be happy with that defense.
And yeah,
Absolutely.
they back out.
HSL was on the attack. They had 5
Fair enough.
minutes
They're
to push
minus
from second to third
1,
point.
minus
And I just
2.
want to highlight something about
Oh, they're
this
definitely
Mercy.
minus
It
2
is
now.
quite dangerous. Even in this meta, where Mercy is a niche
So yeah,
pick, it is
messy
still dangerous to play
as
against a Mercy
hell.
without a Mercy of your own. If you
So now we're
can't
going to see
consistently
moats
get her
coming
down
in
early,
here.
because having a Mercy
We're going to see moats coming in here. We're going to have both offense ults coming online, both defense ults coming online for HSL. They're looking to be in a good position. While we're going to be seeing one defense ult and one offense ult going to be used here. This bomb, the main thing here is what Seven's going to have to say. Like, what Seven's going to know he's going to bomb, so he's going to have to save his bubble for it. And on the other hand, they got to be also careful because Ejok in the sky is going to be very, very vulnerable to that bomb if it goes down.
changes the dynamic from a 6v6 to a 7v6. Anytime Mercy's around,
So we're going to see him dive in. They're going to put all sorts of stuff. They're going to try and throw people off the high ground. They're going to use the... We're going to see the bubble used there. As I said, the bubble usage to stop it. He does. So he does the right thing. Flipsy gets killed. How?
Is what's allowing her managing to Mercy's around. There is potential for res. They need to be getting her down quickly because her managing to consistently res.
Oh wow, nice flank. It does actually show it for a second. Nice kill. Numi comes to the flank again, trying to keep that crossfire again. Flanks, gets here, gets the kill on Flipsy. God, Numa is good individual play from him. He is an absolute fragger. It's what you need in DPS as well, is people who are finding ways to frag out. We're going to see Spinot being over aggressive and getting punished for it. Good fight. Good fight on HSL. Really nice play. Numi getting a lovely kill as well as just punishing over aggression on Spinot. Fantastic. Good play. Good play on HSL all around. They did the right thing. Did the right thing there. Oh my god. Nice burst. Death Potato comes in with everything and just gets absolutely bursted. That's... Oh, yeah, literally everything. They were ready for it. They're gonna have to try and build up. I don't know why they just bomb in here. If they bomb... Oh no, side, I can't. Wrong side. There's not much you could do here. You have to kind of dry fight it, but he just comes in.
Gets taken out by the rockets of less than
work with here. They're really gonna need to put in a lot.
He literally comes in here, gets bubbled.
Less than
His bubble was late.
seconds
Late
left
usage
on
on the
clock.
bubble.
Death Potato goes in,
As
but
he
it's
was
taken
on the peak of his jump arc, he should have used his bubble. I don't know if he was
by the
was he
rockets
stunned?
of
Let's have a look.
A10.
They're really gonna
Let's just slow this down a bit. Also, hello if you guys are watching the stream. We're doing a review of HSL Academy versus Eternal Eclipse. We're on game 2 right now as Eternal Eclipse gets a nice win. So he comes in here. He wasn't stunned or anything. He could have done it.
Seconds left on
So he should have bubbled on the peak of his jump arc. But he doesn't. He gets punished and gets killed.
the clock. Death Potato goes in, but gets taken out by the
I know, like with moats, you're trying to isolate the opponent. You're trying to isolate the opponent with the bubble. It's gonna be very difficult going up against this comp to try and isolate anyone because everyone is set from Zenyatta, who's gonna be quite far back. He's gonna be literally at the back of this high ground. It's not going to be easy to do it. So I would have said here, like, at least you're going to have to be able to bubble into this
rockets of
with the
A10.
burst.
And speaking of rockets, we've got Kaiser still in the air, just pumping the damage in.
So
Looks
they're
like he
just
has
keeping this
barrage. It
poke
looks
out
like he
here.
ults
They
needs
really
still.
they even need they need to dive.
Eclipse doing this at
They
the moment.
need to
They can
get
actually
they
do
need to be a bit more
spectacular.
aggressive on dive. They're
Well, like I said, all they have right now.
this is the problem about this comp is they need to try and scatter, and the only way they could have scattered is with with the diva bottom having 2 or 3 people diving, which of course they can't because you got 1, 2, 3 people who are stuck to the ground. So they're just gonna be punished out here. It's not gonna be very easy, especially as they're not building ult charge going up against HSL. And going into this final fight, they're gonna have primal rage. This is one of their other disruptions they can to get people at the fight. They've got double defense. They got triple defense ults. So they've got lots of ults to bank up on, but it's going to be very difficult.
They just have that transcendence. I think
it's going to be difficult. They're going to have to burn through it.
Now on the engage.
So we're going to see Kaiser get completely blocked out, but it still gets Kage still. That's unfortunate.
And now Bob is coming out and nails to the coffin. Bob
oh my god.
Try and get his name in the kill feed there. This is going to be really tough for Eclipse.
Echo's going to be alone, going to get focused out. This fight is a mess. I cannot see what's going on because POV again, individual POV. Oh my god, let's rewind this. This is an absolute damn mess. Let's slow this down. This was an absolute mess. So we're going to see the team push out into this position. We're going to see Farah from above, ult. So they're just going to whack, they're going to ult to come in here. Spinock takes too much damage, gets bursted. We're going to see, what's his name? Echo trying to block the ult, block the damage. Hasn't got the perfect angle to really go onto it, and as a result, enough missiles gets the Kage and connect, killing him. Then we're going to see A10's ult used to try and zone people on the front line, trying to get the remake. Echo goes too aggressive and gets. Well, Echo tries to touch the. Echo's touching the point and gets punished out. And we're gonna see this fight go down. And this fight's gonna be over. And I bet you it's gonna be the end of this map. Yeah, just trying to keep control, but it's all she wrote. As soon as the first 2 people came down in that fight with that ultimate, it was all she wrote.
From the point, and Tracer does go down. It's still in overtime,
and that's it.
Striking Ball just gets, I think, knocked away there at the very end, and we've got a series on our hands.
Absolutely. I mean, I believe the score now is 1-1, and wow, both of these teams looking so strong.
So overall, like, the main reason why they won that, going into that second point, they really couldn't pressure that high ground. I think the moats comp, I know they'll try to protect them and build ultimate, but I think by the time they went towards it, it was already too late. They should have swapped it as soon as they saw that they were running this composition and they were going to second point. They should have swapped right over it because it punished them heavily and
on that first map.
Lost the fight.
Really brought the fight to them. There was hardly any resistance. It seemed like they were just going to steamroll through. Then we come up with Eclipse to really
I'm going to see Spaceman Norizuki doing their job on their end.
Of full holds
their
on
cast,
the first,
their cast is not too bad. They're not too bad casting.
Entire game.
Oops.
Yeah, HS.
And I love it. The potential.
Okay, so
To wall off
we're going to see a scout here first. I want to see if they keep it.
Before they can get through choke and completely shut
So they're going
down
to do a
the
left
attack.
side.
That's going to be huge for them. But having the Sombra potentially causing.
Okay.
Mass
Let's see what they switch over to.
Added to.
Okay. So. Yep. Okay. Just want to check that they've got them the right way around. I don't know how good the production is, but just don't want to have that mistake we had last time. So, we're going to see a Snotes coming in here versus their triple DPS anti-goats comp. So I've already explained how this comp worked earlier.
The Ash will be plowing a lot of damage in again. HSL really.
So yeah, they're looking. So what they're looking to do here is they're looking to get probably they're gonna have either somebody. They're gonna have either one over here and one over here, and they're trying to poke from 2 angles. This is still quite directional, so they could technically block it, especially rotating back round. Well, not inside, but around the building. So Cryo is going to be forced early. That's going to be unfortunate. Tracer's going to be coming in on the left side, and we're going to see the Wrecking Ball just go straight in. Oof. Kage nearly gets killed. That was close.
On the defense, just taking the rockets from Echo, not able to do much, having to fall back.
The problem about running a goat's composition as well, when you're running on a 2CP, it's not very good at holding points. Eventually, you will kill them. So you're trying to play for time, really. We're gonna see though Flipsy get completely killed. Let's have a look what happens. We're gonna see Kage use his recall. He's gonna be going left.
Able to do much, having to on the defense, just taking the rockets from Echo.
Oh dear. Oh dear. The concussion blast actually knocked 3 people into Flipsy. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. When your own teammate's killing you, you gotta think to yourself, oops.
6v5, I think he's gonna need to regroup.
Oh goodness, yes.
So they're gonna be 5v6. Shaft's gonna get murdered. Oh dear. And now we're actually gonna see. This is kind of important. This, I can't remember which team that did this, but they literally run the Tracer to basically try and divert attention away from this front, and this is because the wall, and they're doing this on purpose just so they can get through, because Zen's gonna have a hard time. So Ash could get around it, but Zen's gonna have a hard time keeping line of sight of their enemy. So I can see why they're doing this. It's fair enough. So they're trying to bait them out. They're actually down 1 because Echo got a kill earlier. Interesting flex play, especially as he was playing the Diva as well last game. But so yeah, we're gonna see them distract, and in the meantime, we're gonna see Numi going down. I really want to go back actually and have a look at this fight a little bit more, because I feel like I've missed something on Numi. I want to see how he died. So Echo gets a kill onto that and Flipsy, so they're going to be +1 now, and Numi's just going to get absolutely killed. Fantastic.
Yeah, this massive back.
And now they're just going. I expect these guys to just get poked out here. Echo's going to go inside the point, poke them out, and we're going to see them get the first point. I'm not surprised. This comp is very good at being a pain in the ass when it comes to individual focus, because there's so many angles. There's no actual central core that you can dive or kill, and for that reason, that's why Eternal Eclipse is working well with this.
I'm expecting to see a little bit of a dry push.
Eternal Eclipse with this, because there's no central core to really attack, because you've got Spinock on one end, you've got Kage flanking another, you've got Wrecking Ball on his own doing his own thing, Pharmacia doing his own thing. The only thing that you can really attack is the Zen and the Spinox. But even then, like, I would expect these guys are probably going to be either far apart or just poking at such a high range that it's going to take a lot to actually extend onto those two that they're probably going to die. Interesting. There are weaknesses, of course. I mean, Flipsy gets caught out. Like this comp relies on good positioning. If you get poked out, you're going to die. So we're going to see someone's dying there. Okay, fantastic. So they've swapped over to they're gonna swap Numi off of the Brig onto Widow. This is probably to contest Spinox and Flipsy. I think it's more of a personal thing on Numi's side. He is a very good fragger. He's very good on that DPS, on that hit scan DPS. So, and Ejox is going to be going over to the Ana, which probably the Prussia Echo. Interesting. Interesting, and we're going to see Kaiser keeping on to that just because they can use walls here quite effectively.
Tater here, already on point, putting that pressure on, but is punished by A10 for it. And
it's going to be interesting because Fusion University always considered they always considered
happy to poke, charge up some ultimates and come back together as
they always considered Zen Ana very good range, so they're trying to keep the poke at range and keep them down. Pulse Bomb's going to be eaten. Numi is going to get a pick onto Punisher, and this is going to be
or not.
this is going to
I mean,
be
headshots
a
like
reset
that,
on their end.
If you can hit those,
Oh,
Widow,
Jesus,
Numi.
Numi. Oh god.
Numi!
Oh my
They
god.
have families.
Someone
Numi.
censor that.
Oh
Jeez.
my gosh.
Someone
Numa,
censor that.
whatever that song is, that's all that's going through my head. But all that's going through the enemy's head are those Widow bullets.
Oh. Numi. I said Numi was going to be an MVP. Holy god. Like. Holy god. That's ridiculous.
Oh,
Numi is, and Numi's just taking
Why-
free
why
pots.
is Numi ever on the
He's taking
Ash?
control
If
of
this
this
is the Widow
match.
we could have been seeing all along. I'm super impressed. He's
Free
just
farm
not
as
allowing,
well. Oh
anybody-
god.
Another one.
This
Nah,
is
I'm
sloppy
done.
on.
I'm
This
dead.
is sloppy on
This
Eternal
is-
Eclipse. They need to be they need to be a little bit less lenient on the
This
pick,
game
a
is
little bit
just
more
Numi versus Eternal Eclipse.
thoughtful on the
The rest
peaking
of the
here.
team was sitting waiting for an opportunity to use an ability, man.
Oh.
Somebody please, I hope someone's clipped that, because that, oh my gosh. That is what you love to see it.
I think I remember
If I can
seeing
use
that on Reddit.
term, but, oh
That was
my God.
ridiculous.
Oh. Right,
And
okay,
you mean
back to the game now.
Yeah, Numi's still looking for those headshots though. Not even concerned about having a
Should probably do some analysis while in the meantime as we get free. Oh, as a nade comes on and free, but I don't think it's gonna get anything because they're in cover. Anyhow, so we're gonna see Eternal Blue. Sorry, let's talk about HSL. HSL gonna have 5 ults available with a potential 6. I expect 6 going online. We're only gonna have Flipsy and Speenox. I could see them trying to do a divert attention with this, but Anna. Problem is when you're playing Bob, when you're using Bob against an Anna could just tend to just sleep it. Sleep it. You can wall it. You can do whatever you want with it. So.
shield or a DM. He's just sitting pretty in that high ground, and it's like Eclipse are struggling to get any sort of momentum to want to push forward. Ah, here we go. Something's happening.
Yeah, so they need to put pressure on Numi here. They can't allow
It's gonna get.
Numi
Oh!
Oh, that wall just stops them
The
going
wall
in.
comes in and stops it. Lovely. And now it's just and then they use it as a fadeaway. Fadeaway into a 4-man.
Well, coming out from the defense, they're pushing forward.
Oh
Numi's gonna
goodness.
kill feed again with another headshot. But look at that, all blue as well.
Nice.
Fantastic,
So they
fantastic.
used the wall to basically just use the wall to fade the Earth Shatter and just hit it all down. That's good on them. That's really good.
Smiling from ear to ear. This defense has been ridiculous,
Huge
but
play.
so amazing. Once again, Numi and Kaiser doing so much work.
And now they're
on
going to
their
be
TPS
swapping over to the
heroes. And
Winston
this has
just
been
so they
much
got high
fun
ground
to
control
watch,
so
although
they
I
can
imagine it's
contest
not much
any
fun for
jumps
Eclipse.
that
Eclipse
Winston does.
really
And
need
then they're
to
going to be switching over to Ryan just
focus on what their
because
strategy is going
they
to
wanna
be
go- they
right
wanna go
now.
top left. They
They've
wanna have
stood
some
and
fun.
waited for so long after Numi got those headshots. They gave
now we're
up so
playing
much time. They
Goats
still have a little
v
under
some
4 minutes.
random
They're going for
2-2-2
this
comp.
right side rotation with
It's a random 2-2-2 comp. Someone say interesting. Numi's going to be swapping. He's just going to swap over to the Junkrat. He just wants to burst them. He wants to get his ult very fast. I think that's what he wants.
It's pretty popular. They've swapped up onto this Goats composition.
It's going to be interesting. It depends.
Minus
Can the wall
not
go
the
off? That's the
Winston,
question. Oh, the wall for
standard Goats
1.
composition.
Is he
They
going to
have
die?
gone
No, he
Fendants.
isn't.
Hopefully
Maze. Yep, so basically what he's going to do, well, he just came through. So they technically
they
baited it.
can do something with that because they're running out of time here.
Okay,
Yeah, I love the little bait by Echo there, going through as the Diva and using the boosters just to go.
Bubble was okay. It wasn't crazy, but it doesn't matter. Like they're trying not to get insta bursted. Let's just say that.
Back to the team to force out that wall.
And now we're gonna start seeing
Now,
spamming from afar.
the
This
Blitz
is a
have
pretty
control
strong
of this
spamming.
high ground, and they're going to rotate down to try
Depends how they use the defense ult. It's probably for the snow
and get
globe.
closer to the enemy team because they have this brawly composition, and they're moving in, just trying to get some
Ooh,
picks in.
Crow's been forced.
Somewhat split up.
It's important that they get the snow globe. So when they get that snow globe off, and they do, and one's gonna be hitting there. There is gonna be a counter ult being used. They need a boot. They could easily just boot the Ryan off.
To kill these.
Echo's just gonna get isolated and killed.
This is good for the attack here. They've got this brawly composition.
And because Junkrat is Junkrat, he goes ult in about 20 seconds. And Nano's been applied. I don't know who.
Echo does get
It's been applied to somebody. I don't know
and
who.
now the Transcendence is coming out from Yo. Doesn't matter about the brawl.
Okay, see a bomb coming in here.
And now
Yeah.
the self-destruct comes out, doesn't manage to find
This
anything.
is a
but what
mess.
Seven manages.
Kage's got his ult as well. He was building armor during that fight. Everyone's gonna have a tiny bit of armor, but it's been stripped off already. Ryan's gonna be isolated out. This is gonna be pretty hard out of Ryan to actually get anything done, and yeah, fight's
Flipsy's
gonna be reset.
Transcendence came a little bit early there, I felt. Or rather, the Blizzard
They
came
really
a little
wanted
bit late.
to
It was Transcendence and then Blizzard.
they really
and
wanted to
it
kill
felt
Ryan.
like you're not going to get too
That's
much
what they
value
did.
out of that Blizzard because of the Transcendence. They still managed to do a pretty good cleanup. It split up the team, created quite a bit of a zoning.
So we're
effect
gonna
there,
have.
which possibly was the intention.
So we're gonna
behind
have.
it. And,
Oh wow,
you split up the team,
May has
picked them
already
off
got
one
his
by one, and once
her ult
your
again.
defense-
Like you do, he's got his ult again. But the goats comp now because they've now had a fight. They've got some ult charge. They've got some ult charge now, and we're gonna see Spinox and Echo are gonna try and get their version of the win condition online, which is the grab bomb combo. So it's all going to be dependent on can Snow Globe can the Blizzard go off and actually get a kill, get some value off of that and get a kill, or force out a defense ult, because Flipsy could potentially get his ult later on in this fight. And can What7 use his ult to basically isolate some of the goats comp away from each other? Because if What7 can use his ultimate to get rid of some of the back line away from the front line,
onto that Junkrat and built up his tire stupidly fast. Didn't get any value out of it, but once
and by the way, Numi's built up another ult. So
again, it's a
just to put it out there.
Ultimate. Sometimes that's all you need. Just to
They can have
create some
defense
space
ults
for
coming
your
back into
team.
this as well.
And
Again, that grab bomb
18
combo
with
is going to be the
immediate
main
pick
thing they're
onto
going to be looking
Lucio.
forward.
Things are looking not too great for Eclipse. They're feeling a little hesitant here. It's like they're too scared to push in when there's 6. They wait for too long, and then they get picked off, and then it's 5, and then you just...
It's one of the main problems as well, is just trying to push this choke. So I expect Diva to go in first.
The cycle repeats itself. They need to show a little bit more aggression here. They need to get a game plan and push in and work together.
Lucio punished back on that Lucio.
Nope.
I do
Fake.
like what
They
Echo's
tried to
doing
do the fake again. It doesn't work because they've already shown it.
here, trying to go through first, bait out that wall again. Last time, unfortunately, Punisher was a little bit too... Now they all choose to go through together.
And we're going to see a burst coming in from
Numi
Punisher, and yeah, that's just going to be clean.
Don't need to be a hit scan when
Clean
you can just
1-2.
pump out the damage into the enclosed spaces. Like,
I'm quite liking HSL Academy's
HSL,
comp.
this is
It's kind of fun.
I feel like Eclipse shouldn't be trying to take
And they're
that
just
right
building
hand
ult now.
push because the small spaces, it's Junkrat's playground. They
Anyway,
should
they've got their
probably
win
be trying
condition. They've
a
got their
different
win condition now.
rotation.
They've got the grab bomb
The-
available.
the
It's going to be
path that
dependent
they're
on whether or not they
choosing
can
is the
actually
path
catch
of
anyone
most
out. I'm going to expect
resistance.
HSL to
Possibly
play
if they come around the
split.
left side with a
Because that's
little
going to be the
bit more
best way.
space
That's
to
going to be the
work
best thing
with.
they're going to do. Just
Once
play
again,
split.
They have under a minute,
I wouldn't
and
be
it looks
surprised
like
they
this
actually use
could
the
be a
tire
hold
now.
on
Just
7
bomb.
point
Just to bomb it.
Yeah, I mean, look at this though. Both teams
They're going to tire
are
now.
going to have 6 ults in the bank here. We're going to see an absolute ult party on the point. Oh my gosh, that's happening!
Hello?
This is the Numi show so far. One ult expended in the defense there.
Oh, I love it. Oh no.
I'm actually done. I'm done. What the
And we're
hell
going to
just
see Numi get a 5k there.
Please,
Fantastic.
you have been
The
the
thing about
bane
it,
of
like,
Eclipse's
if they can't get the bomb
existence
early
for
and
this
it hits the
entire
back line,
map.
it's
They
all
are
she
literally
wrote.
cursing your name right now.
I mean,
Oh
you can,
my
like,
But I don't even
Right.
know how to name right now.
so you can basically play together and then switch the shield at the last moment to get everyone through. But yeah, that 5k it can be avoidable, but
Oh my
good placement on
goodness.
Numi. Numi is
But
fragging
I don't even
out.
know how to come in this.
And we're going to see the main now getting rushed, but they do have their win condition. They do have that grab bomb.
There's one opportunity left now. 3 seconds left on the clock.
The
Ball is
wall.
stopped them getting the point. The Lucio though. Punisher
Okay, they touched into the point 3 seconds. And the bomb is used and wasted. So, oh no, their bomb, sorry, was wasted.
Cut straight through that. Gets to the point. Echo manages to get a kill with the self-destruct.
So they can get the grab bomb combo off, but they do get one.
coming out now.
Kaiser's gonna get killed onto Flipser. Flipser's gonna just get murdered, and it's gonna be very hard for them to actually win this point. Yeah.
The game here on Hanamura.
So yeah, it's gonna be all she wrote.
Coming out on the Ana manages to pick off Kage.
And they just, Numi just thought, let's just play Bastion.
That is it. This has been one of the best games of Open Division I've watched so far. Just
round 1. So just had
Numi,
run 1.
Like,
Played
Numi
here.
to contenders win? Why are you on the academy team, dude?
Numi is fragging out. I'll tell you that now.
off
Numi
on this
is
map.
really
Not just
good.
this map. I mean, Numi
It's
has
very
been
exciting
showing
to
his
watch.
stuff for this entire game, from the first map right through to here, has just been, as you said, the Numi show. And
Let's skip ahead a bit.
oh, I don't know. And
So we're gonna
the Moira
see
goats I'm also
moats
a
coming
little,
out here for
wondering
Eternal
about,
Eclipse,
because
so they can just
Moira-
control
Moira
high ground,
goats
knock
is only
people,
really
knock
good when you're
snipers,
rolling out
potential
against a team
snipers
that
off
isn't
if they
on
want
goats.
to.
If you're rolling out against a team with Zen goats, obviously they don't know that the team has Zen goats.
And we're
right
gonna
at this
see
second,
no
but it is a
scouts
little bit
from
of a disadvantage.
HSL.
However, the plan is
They're just
probably
gonna
to
run with their
steamroll
own
through
goats
as quickly as
composition.
possible, not really take any damage, and get the point.
Gonna see the
maybe
armor
typically
and
might be
the.
on, hit scan DPS.
We're gonna. Funny enough, HSL does something here that most people don't notice, but they put the armor pack on and they put the They also put the bubble on, but they completely ignore it. So that's a cooldown gone down. They haven't really got any charge out of
Now
that.
they've
No, not really any value out of that at
the
all.
attacking team at HSL are on this Moira goats and
Have them
they're
rotating
here,
across.
trying not to
Interesting
take
at
too
watch
much
7
damage. They wanna
rotates
engage
late,
when they want
but
to
it doesn't matter.
engage, and they're
See
waiting for the opportunity to do so, and they're going to be coming out now with all of their
So now they're
cooldowns.
just going to be pressuring onto point. They're going to be looking to push into that front line, getting that Brig. Brig does not go down, but and Zara's going to be killed on their end, but they're going to be trading Jaff. Jaff going down. Jaff going down early is going to be huge. So we're going to be seeing Jaff, and we're going to see 2 people going down here. Kage and Spinot going down is going to be pretty huge, because now they've just lost they lost some AoE heal and they've lost damage. So they're going to be able to do they're going to do a little bit of damage, but it's going to be very low in comparison to HSL, which is going to be losing their main heal, which may be huge, but they've got more right now. I think their healing, their AoE healing is still going to be higher, and of course both teams. And of course, Eternal Blue, they are going to have Discord, they're going to have more damage. Depends on how they focus. And as you saw, like, the Discord is on the right hand, so we're going to see if they can burst them down fast enough. We're going to see Winston pop out his ultimate, and we're going to see Returnals from there. It's going to be a little bit messy. It's a little bit messy. We are going to see Flipsy going down. And now their support lineup is a bit small, and they're going to be killed. They're literally going to have to play for stall, unfortunately, because it's just the way it is. They're going to have to stall it out, and they just couldn't get it done.
The
thing about playing goats on this, the thing about playing goats on 2CP, if you're playing it on first, it probably means you're gonna try and stall out for as much as possible. In this case, they didn't stall out long enough, and they get killed. So now they're just going to run main to try and snowball advantage. They are going to have ult advantage. Stop. So we're going to have grab. You can see the grab being thrown right now. You've got Numi's ult going to be available. You're going to have Shatter available. You're going to have Moira ult available. You're going to have Lucia. You could have literally 5 ultimates available. And you've got some of the armor stacked from previous fight as well. So it's going to be pretty huge. We're going to see Flipsy is going to be able to counter this. Kage as well is going to be able to build rally while that trend's going off. So
a lot of damage. They push straight onto point, and now they're going for the steamroll.
Yeah, going for the steamroll. The grab comes
and that's exactly what they do, but Numi gets some fireworks, getting a 2k on there. It was basically a grab. It was basically a grab. It's one of the win conditions of goats is a grab bomb combo, and they get 2 off of that, which is fantastic. So this is going to be really helpful for them to try and win. Kage is going to be bursted down because of the Earth Shatter, stuns him up, gets him killed. And there you go, snowballs the point, and HSL Academy comes in then, comes in huge.
What an absolute beast of a player.
And that's 2CP, guys. That's
Also, you got to give it to to some of his tanks as well.
Oh, and we get to see this lovely play of the game.
To get those shots, because when you're not under pressure and you can just, you've got those sight lines as Widowmaker, it's a lot easier. But look at this tire.
Oh my god, from the off angle as well. Fantastic.
Disgusting. Oh man.
Fantastic off angle.
Like,
So
you just don't see that.
they won. I mean, they won there because of they ran a composition that countered their comp, and they couldn't break out of it. It's the problem about Hanamura. If you can't find your way out, it's very hard to get back, especially with ult advantage. Going in the side of defenders after the first fight, on second after winning the first point. So yeah, it is very difficult, and yeah. Eternal. I mean, I feel like Eternal could have swapped over to something a little bit more dive-esque, but it took them a while to get that grab bomb combo, and they just couldn't get it off and get it off effectively, and that
type of
didn't
like,
help them
really
on their offense.
brazen
And also
style of
HSL,
play,
they
where
played
you're
that very
waiting
well.
Right next to the
I felt
choke
that
for the
HSL did it
opportunity
very
to
well.
just
They went in there,
toss your
they
tire
went
in
to
there
go and kill that
eliminate
Brigitte. They get the
entire
kill.
enemy team. You
Get a
don't
kill on there.
see
They get
that.
another
And
kill
that's
as well, and
why
they get
it
the
works
+1
so well,
advantage.
because
It
the
didn't
enemy
matter that
team
the
is like,
Moira went
"What
down. The Moira's
the
got so
heck
much
just
AoE healing.
happened?"
The
How
Moira
did we
going
get
down didn't
caught
matter
in
because
that?
they already had
Now,
enough AoE
we
healing
score
already.
2-1 to HSL and make the same
So
match.
fantastic. So yeah, let's just
And you absolutely love to see it.
So
Seeing a lot recently now with his new buff.
So,
You get the Arissa, you get the
we're going to be
Bastion,
going over to
you
Numbani.
rotate
We're going to
up
see a
onto
lot
high
of
ground
dive.
and
We're going to see a lot of dive on this
decimate
first
everything.
point.
That
That's what I'm
could be the plan.
expecting. Be interesting
It
what
could
dive
be.
variants they run.
Let's wait and see what happens there, because there's got to be a reason why they've picked Numbani, right? You don't go into Open Division at this level and not have strategies for maps, not have plans for maps, and not have reasons.
Numbani is something that's very tactical, especially on how you play the high grounds. That's why dive is played so much on this map.
But once again, we're seeing HSL with the Pharah, Ashe, Numi. We're expecting you to pop off again. Kaiser with his ult charge.
I don't know why Numi isn't on the main roster for HSL. I think the guy's incredible. Might just because they're stomping low end, but
players to get spotted by contenders, scouts, and possibly move up through the ranks. And these two players, these are players that really need to get the opportunity to move up. And it looks like we are going to be having the dive goats. Okay, I like it.
okay. So we're going to be seeing a Winston and a Hammond. Interesting choice here. Triple tank dive. This is basically to annihilate a single target. So you need to be able to pick a target and go on to it. HS2 are going to be going for their Pharah Ashe comp. This is just so they can poke out. They're going to have the Mercy as well, just so they can res on point to keep people on the fight. And of course, the Ana just there to keep frontline healed. Good all round comp actually from HSL Academy. Well, Eternal Eclipse are going to be running this triple tank dive with a very interesting select of supports as well. So this I kind of don't like this because if these tanks so my only problem about this is that you can throw 2 armor packs, but the AoE from both these two are not going to be hitting any of the tanks. So my issue with this comp is just where this team's gonna have way more hit. This team, even though it's only running 2 supports, and it's going to be interesting. It'll be interesting to see if they can actually get enough healing onto their tanks.
I can see this working. Dive goes
No, they're
from
going to have to try and kill the target before they kill themselves.
Eternal
Before
Eclipse.
one of the tanks goes down.
And I can imagine their comms right now. Where is Numi? Where is Numi? We've got to get to him. They've got to be careful of Kaiser there, who's in the air.
They want to die. They want to die, Numi. That's very true.
Ravage again. That pharmacy working out so well for
a lot of people going very low, just because the healing, again, like I said, the healing, there's going to be that, it's just not there because they're going to be out of AoE. It's going to be hard, and you're going to see Death Potato go down, go low. I bet you he's going to go down because of it.
So previous rounds as well.
Hold it.
Numi though, first one to get a kill in the kill
And
feed.
we're going to see them just go down.
8-10 on the D.Va as well, just getting aggressive, knowing they can push forward as the...
They need to either contest the Pharah, contest the
feels like
Pharah
Eclipse's dive is a
or
little
do
bit
something with
messier
their own.
'cause
I think
they
some
dive in,
personally
but it
a
doesn't
some
seem
like
like they have
a
a
cyber
clear
dive
plan,
here would be
a
pretty
clear
nice. A cyber dive
objective
here would be
of
pretty
what they want
nice.
to do. So important when you're running dive comp, pick a target, everyone
And they're gonna go
dives
protect.
it.
Protect
Everyone.
was something that
Now
they
we
used
see the
earlier
swap
to
off
beat the
onto
comp.
the McCree, and
The protect will they're basically trying to hit front. They're trying to hit the front line. That's basically their objective of Eternal. Because you know they are effectively the front end of here is like a low end dive, so that they're gonna try and take this out. So these guys got to play defensive. Well, they're
that's
gonna try and get high ground here.
important because again they're gonna try and have Spinock dealing with Numi and Kaiser.
Okay.
But as I said in the previous map, it's gonna be incredibly difficult for him to do it on his own. Oh,
Raj is
no,
gonna be
no,
coming
no,
out here,
no,
gets a
no,
2k,
no,
gets a
no,
3k, gets the
That's
D-Mic.
basically a 4.5k there. That is
Jeez.
shut down an attack.
Well, that was free.
Oh gosh.
That was a free ult.
You've got to be looking out for that if you are the.
That was just free. That was a free fight. That's how you get free fight in a nutshell. God, okay. So HSL, they're gonna be keeping a nice defense here. Especially as they got Nano available as well. So Nano Winston's gonna be really lovely going into this. Well, in return, there's only Flipsy gonna have ultimate on their end. So, well, we're gonna have a 2-1 advantage. The switch over did not really help with ult advantage. So
where the hell is that?
Absolutely.
Where the hell is that Pharah?
Kaiser out here like Noonie who? I can also get ridiculous kills with my ultimate. I can hit Q. No, phenomenally well played there to Kaiser. As they
so we're gonna
funneled
see them
up
going
through
up
that
to this high ground again. They're gonna have to try and
Rocket
get
Barrage
this.
came in.
They're gonna have to
He's
try and
just
just
getting
get
so much
this
ult charge
McCree
because
into
he's
position.
got the
It's gonna be
distance
very difficult.
advantage, whereas Eclipse need to be in the brawl.
So they're gonna use the Nano to force out the
Stagnates
Trans.
Eclipse ult charge.
Trans are going to try and give them some ground, but they aren't getting that much. They're going to use HSL. Are going to use HSL. Going to use their Bob to just get in, get some damage on point. Echo is going to get a lovely kill to Jav. How the hell did that happen? Let's have a look.
Looking for some kills here. Echo though gets
Come on,
Eclipse,
come on.
He's getting so much ult charge because he's got the distance advantage, whereas Eclipse need to be in the brawl. So it stagnates Eclipse ult charge.
And
See
they're
what happens to
pushing
Jalf.
aggressively with the Transcendence from Flipsy, but they might need that later, especially as Bob is.
He gets dive, double dive. I think it's double dive by both Def and Echo to kill Jalf. So try and visualize it in your heads. If you're watching this, visualize in your heads. You've got two people. So you've got both Def and Echo, and now going on to Jaff, which is over on the back left. At the same time, you're going to have Watt7 going in to pressure Flipsy.
Out. Looking for
Okay, not Flipsy. Spinock. Spinock's going to go down. A7's going to get Potato because Potato overextended. So 2-1 advantage right now. 2-1 advantage, and they forced an ult out. Pretty good. I would say it's a pretty good fight. They forced out 3 ults though.
I think now, you know,
3 ults for 1. I'll take that.
On, Eclipse Blue.
3 ults for 1. I'll take that. Eternal Blue have actually done that pretty well.
Is showing. I think it's just a slight lack of coordination
Not bad.
and communication here.
So
from
both
the team.
teams
They're obviously
did it
very
well.
good,
Got
players
HSL
in
keeping
their own
time,
right,
but they had to use 3 ults
mechanical
to
skills.
get
I
through
think
that.
HSL's just been around longer.
which-
They just look like such a.
Because they had to kind of
mortal
compensate for Jaff going down. But they did punish Def Potato for going in aggressive. Going in aggressive and getting kills. So not too bad. So now we're going to see a bit of ult advantage coming in for Eternal Blue, because 1 for 3 ults, pretty good. Okay, traded some time for some ult advantage. So now we're going to see 5 ults available here. This is going to be quite useful. I don't think Kage is going to get his rally until in the fight. So it's going to be interesting how Spinox is going to get his ult up. I bet they're going to go up top again. I'm not going to be surprised if they don't. The bomb is going to be really useful for scatter or forcing out this pharmacy, which is pretty useful. This is all going to be dependent on whether or not A10 or Kaiser can get value out of their ultimates and not be blocked, because there's two ways they could get blocked, or even a third with the bubble / primal. So it's all going to be dependent on whose placement on ults is the best. But I wouldn't be surprised if Echo puts the placement of his ult onto that back there to force Jaff. Especially if Jaff is forward. If Jaff is definitely forward, we're gonna see stuff like that happening.
That they need to come up against a team
So
like
they're gonna
this.
go
Yes,
bottom
you can
left.
have
So they're
the
gonna try
best
rush,
players,
but they're not
if
rushing.
you're not working together as a team against the team that is working together
Nice
as a team,
bubble.
it's not gonna do much.
But we see the barrage come.
Okay, I said good bubble at the time. Didn't really. The bubble's there to stop them from stunning. They do eat quite a lot of it going through, so they did force an ult out and get a kill. This is gonna be quite useful. Procs Inspire, which means it's gonna have the ult available, and Numi is gonna be out dueled. That's really good. Eternals just got what they wanted, and now Jaff is gonna get farmed as well.
The flail of Karge takes guys out of the sky. Look at his speed off back on that McCree, hitting the shots. This is exactly.
It's more interesting than the contenders.
They've changed it up at the right moment. They're gonna be able to take this point. Great bubble there. Just
And that's a good
shielding,
fight.
the rest
That
of
was a
the
really
stage
good
team
fight from Eternal. They
I'll
literally
go for them,
we've
got a map on our hands.
see what HSL were
Excellent
trying to
push
do,
there.
but they just
Managing to
couldn't
completely
execute it
defuse
properly, and
rocket
that's
barrage
unfortunate.
and get a
The Protect comp does have an advantage over it. Can put pressure on the pharmacy, so the pharmacy has to play very defensive, and as a result, cross-firing is very difficult to do with the comp. They did rush through. They tried their best to protect the barraging Fire, but they just couldn't quite do it. And yeah, it's just the way it is. I think Farah could have been a little higher, or maybe could have waited, but even then they would have just gone into the back end. So it's a very hard call personally.
couple
Like I
of
said,
hits.
ulting early into fight is not bad, but you're probably gonna die. That's the one thing I'm gonna say. You're probably gonna
Created
die.
all the opening that they needed to take this point. Now they've
Anyway,
got
so
3
Eternal's
minutes
going to
to
keep
push
that
the first
advantage
point.
as
But it doesn't
HSL are
look
going to be
like HSL are
swapping
gonna wanna
over
give
to
them
a
too much
generic
space to
Zen
move.
Goats
They're
comp.
gonna be holding right here at this
So it's
corner,
all going to be about
trying to
defense.
stop them
It's
and
all about
deny them
defense ult
any
usage, and we're going to see. Okay, we're going to see Zen Goats mirrors. So it's all going to be about, like I said earlier, can they get Discord? Can they use the bubbles effectively? And can they use the bash?
space at all. There is a little bit of an ult advantage for Eternal Eclipse at the moment, but HSL,
So we're going to see
they've
them
proven
peeking
that their
corner,
ult charge can be
trying to get them
absolutely
forward. They're going to go quite
ridiculous when
aggressive. We're going to see Kaiser and A10. A10's very aggressive, but they could
I
get
don't
around
think
it.
that's
It's
gonna
just
be too
not
much
too
of a
bad.
problem here. They are managing
We're going to see the bomb coming in for Scatter.
Gotta look out for self
Gets
destruct.
nothing, which means that's a good job on them. Speedman's going to get a kill onto what? Let's see what happens. Thing about goats is it's all about the intricacy. Let's see what goes on.
absolutely ridiculous.
I wish as well. Yes, it is. So let's see what goes on to. So we're gonna see Kaiser going low. He's going back tower. Gonna get Harmony on
I
it.
don't think that's gonna be
The
too
bomb is gonna
much
be the
of
main
a
thing that
problem
happens.
here. They
Just
are
remember where everyone
managing
is.
to
Bomb's gonna
hold
come in
their
there.
own
Place it in the
quite
corner.
well.
Gotta look out for self.
They get okay. So they get everyone. Okay. The thing about this bomb, and it's something that I notice as well with players, using bomb directly can be okay if you're using a grab bomb combo, but when in doubt, airburst it. Airbursting means that they can't hide behind the payload. They can't hide behind payloads or other sort of things. They get the kills, but they get a kill onto what?
Hold their own
So let's
quite
watch what. Oh wow.
Gotta look out for
So what gets stunned up by the brig, and then gets knocked into Eternal, and that's gonna get him killed. Actually, that can't be right, because that's Kaiser.
Not be too much of a problem.
See what
here.
happens.
They are managing to hold
Oh, they
their
rushed through
own
with the
quite
grab, and now they're suddenly behind. They stun him, boop him forward, out of position, and then get him killed. So that's actually a really good play by Punisher. Good macro decision by the team. What they did was they used the bomb coming in to force them to rotate around here, around this car. Okay, because this is the one area that they're going to try and use as cover. Then the entirety of Eternal Eclipse is going to rush with it, rotating around, stunning, getting the stun onto Watt, and then knocking him behind. This is going to split Watt from the rest of the team, and it allows them to isolate him and get him killed early. Fantastic play, actually, on Eternal.
And they do. No one caught by that. In fact, Spinok gets a pick onto...
And then we're going to start seeing them clear up now. So -2, this is a clear up. Good play on Eternal. I like that. So they used it as cover. I like that. That's a really cool ultimate combo.
Yep, they've now got the
Yeah.
Transcendence.
Hello,
They're
Bruce.
about to have
I hope you're
Earthshatter
enjoying the
and
stream. Like I said, the
Sound
entire
Barrier,
stream will
They've
be
got double
on
support ults and
YouTube
Earthshatter,
tomorrow,
and they're
I
about
hope.
to have Grav, so a lot of
Later on
CC
tomorrow.
ultimates there that can create a lot of
So
openings
if you do
for
want to watch
them.
any of the games, of
HSL are only
course, go
sitting
watch
on
it
that
back there.
Graviton surge. They're about to
Anyhow,
have the rally.
got some ults. We got some ults build up now. So we're going to see quite a lot of ults coming out here. We've got 4, 5, 5 to 5 to potential 4, 2 known. I'd say 3 to 5. So 3 to 5. 3 to 5. I'd say 4. I'd say 4 to 5. Against 5. So it's not too bad. Eternal, they haven't got too much of an ult advantage, but they can definitely be quite evil. The main thing is, do they have grab? The main thing here is, can they sustain through this fight, and can they get their win condition on? They've got a win condition. The win condition of goats is grab strike, and they need to try and see if they can find a way around it. They do have Lucio ult, so they have to try and force this out. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're gonna try and they're going to try and get Lucio to force the ult out here. This is the main thing. They've got to try and see if they can put pressure. They've already got Discord on, so they've already kind of got it. They're going to see they're going to get cleansed out here.
And that's what they're looking to do now. Both teams getting pretty brawly. The attack here.
They're going to see an ult coming. We're going to see a grab coming in here.
That extra bit of sustain.
Oh, nice!
Fade
Fade away. But it doesn't really get anything. The problem, like, it gave him time, but they couldn't get much. He just got bursted after.
HSL alive. They're looking to get.
And now they're going to do the exact same thing. And we're just going to see. We're going to see HSL just
now
getting it back a bit.
Seven just pushing forward, swinging
Which is fine.
away. Following up as well with that flail. That's so much sustain, so much healing, and what a place to stop that pain.
Very messy. The main thing here was that they could, because they earth shattered later, they could get more kills down, and that's what happened. So just by using the combo later and bursting death, just meant they could win the fight a lot easier. Didn't have a front line.
And once the Transcendence was over,
Difference between having a front line and not having a front line.
When the counter
Front line shield.
came from Spinok, their own.
Okay, so after that huge mess, we're gonna have 4 ults available in the HSL. We're gonna have 3 potentially. So we're gonna have the one thing here is that Eternal Eclipse can use Flipsy and Kage to build up armor onto Flipsy and Spinok, which is gonna make them very hard to kill. While we're gonna see on blue side we're gonna have a grab bomb combo available. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can get this off and get value. Both are going to have the ability to build armor. We're going to have Ejox as well, having the ability to go aggressive, but they can counter engage if they want to.
Zenyatta in Yelp still had his Transcendence, so they managed to survive the grab and plow a lot of damage.
Don't we worry about the bubble usage, it's not too bad.
But now once again, wait, 18 is at
you
another
can use the
grab?
bubble there
What?
to go aggressive.
This is absolutely insane. Look at all the
They're saying, look at all the ultimates. We've already had a look at them.
ults on the side of the defense set. HSL have probably got the advantage in this fight. There's only 40 seconds left. The longer
Again,
this goes
grab
on,
strike combo is the main
more
thing.
it is in the defensive advantage. You see that Graviton come out.
That's not going to hit.
Coming out as well.
Completely jinxed that. It actually did. 3k on Numi.
It gets a 3K. Numi back on the kill feed.
Numi getting a
Another
3k on their
play
end.
the game
So
style.
the grab strike combo comes through, gets huge, and they're going to be 20 seconds remaining.
Yeah,
Like,
same.
I don't think they'll be able to build. I don't think they'll be able to build their win condition off.
Professional casters, by the way.
It's just
And
crazy.
they've committed ultimates as well. They committed Flipsy ult as well.
Fantastic. Numi needs to get picked up.
Oof, God,
I
this
mean,
is
you're
not
wrong.
this is
This
not
has been
good.
a great show match for both of these teams. Eclipse, they've got so much potential that they can build.
So they're going to
on.
use that to go aggressive onto Reinhardt.
Monsters.
And he's going to get knocked down as well.
Shatter as well.
And that's going to be all she
Oh, look at
wrote
the
onto
kill
this
feed.
point.
I mean, this is it. This is it. It's
is
an
the last
overtime
fight.
at the moment. I just cannot believe this. This is... My god. Something special.
I don't know, do them and not getting.
I think they're the one thing that we saw. Like they had their combo
And now-
available a lot earlier, and I think that's.
Eh,
I think because they were late swap onto Zarya, they had the. No, they both had it. They had the Zarya on their side was doing
and
more
it looks like
damage,
we may
more damage
see
than
the
Eternal
Ashe
Eclipses, and they
Tracer,
got the
which
build. They
again,
built the ult up
I don't
better,
know how I feel about
and that
it,
allowed them to roll
yeah,
through.
we've
And
definitely
that was
seen
the
the
main thing
Tracer
there. They
and the
rolled
Ashe,
through
but
with
looks
it,
like
and
we
they
may
got
have
the
dive on the attack.
kill on it.
We're a
Yeah,
dive.
this is I mean, this is interesting because I think Cargate goes Tracer here, thinking at least I can get.
So
to the
now
back
we
lines.
now
If
we've got
Numi's on a Widowmaker or
Tracer.
an Ashe, I can just put pressure on, stop Numi from popping off.
I think Kage just likes Tracer. I think that's the main thing we're seeing here. He just likes Tracer. This comp is not. Again, I liked it when they're playing Ashe with the Pharah. This is going to be a struggle against Goat's comp. We're going to be seeing a die. This is like moats. So it's a triple tank, but with a Winston, and we're gonna see a Genji as well. Genji's gonna be interesting.
Numi's on Diva this time.
I bet
around.
he's
They're
probably
running
not.
Moira
Is he going
Ghosts
Genji?
With what 7 here on the Winston, so it's going to be difficult for the Tracer to get any value in against this composition.
Well, I feel like it's going to be a lot more difficult
Expect
for
them to go
Kaiser
main.
get anything because there's
And then they're
no
gonna be down the
dive
high
here
ground to get
for him.
control
He's
of
got
it,
the
so
Moira, but
everyone's up
Moira's
there,
ult can go
maybe
so
not.
astray. Kaiser's going to have to consistently be coming back for heals. He can't play in the background like he might want to. So he's really going to
And they're gonna start diving in. They're
going
gonna be backing out to Mega.
lowers his dive potential a little
And
bit.
Numi goes
looks like a pretty dominant push.
aggressive. Let's
He's
see what happened there.
going to have to consistently be coming
how we're gonna use
back
positioning.
for heals. He can't play in the
Podbot's comp is
background
Moira.
like
The
he
Moira
might
is
want
very
to.
hard to get
So
aggressive
he's really
like
gonna need to
value.
be playing
They're gonna boot
close
3
to
people
his
off.
team, and that
What 7's gonna go in, and they're gonna start
lowers
chunking
his
Numi.
dive
Numi's peak.
potential a little bit.
Numi's peak was quite aggressive because he came down here on main, and there was 3 people looking at him, and they just focused
But
him.
that being said, looks like a pretty
And play comes
dominant
in.
push.
And what 7's gonna get the kill
Either way.
onto Punisher. So
Potato already dead, but let's see here.
they're gonna get. So they've already like.
Go.
Now see,
So we've already got. Oh wow, he's already got his remake already. He's already got the cool mech already. That's good. So it's gonna be pretty equal trades because I
Exactly what you
expect
want
the
to see.
Diva mech to go down. So
it's in your putting those dis-
we've lost. They've taken a lot. The thing is here is everyone's still kind of healed. Everyone's taking damage on all ends. It's just this main support lineup that's not dying. It's very messy. Trying to understand it is very messy. It's very, very messy. I think because what 7's taking quite a lot of damage here, it's going to be very hard for these guys to win.
hitting the
Bubble's going to
shot
come out. Bubble's going to give him a lot of
as
space, a
well,
lot of time to
putting
heal.
the damage in.
And
But
Echo's going to get
Abuchi
staggered.
there getting
Well,
the
get killed.
remix onto Echo, who dies
Flipsy is
swiftly.
way out of position. Rest of the team's over here, and he's just here. He's going to get murdered.
The beam of A10 as well. Oh, looks like the picks.
And then the
are
Ashe is going to
in
start
favour
peeking in, try and get some
Attack here. They're
damage.
certainly on the point. They've got a
Nate
coalesce
comes in, doesn't
now,
get anything.
already charged by Yao.
Reinhardt's gonna, not Ryan, Winston's gonna get bursted out, and Flipsy's gonna get finally killed,
Well,
and that's all she wrote.
they're gonna be
So
able
now
to
we're
take
-2 down. So this is gonna be a
yeah,
1 fight
so,
for HSL.
Eclipse gonna have to do something special on second.
Yeah, I mean,
Dives
what I
onto the
was saying
target,
about the
hit
Genji,
3.
it doesn't
I
even
feel like
matter.
Eternal
He
Eclipse made more
played
mistakes
so
than anything
close
there.
to his
They
team, His
HSL just made more mistakes, and that's how they won that. Well, no, sorry. HSL, no, sorry. Eternal Eclipse made more mistakes than HSL won because of it. And now they're just going to stagger. Numi's mech's going to go down again. Because they focus damage on him. They love killing Numi. They... Oh, wow.
He barely his team. His diva was protecting him so
He's got no
well,
heals right now. He's going to be taken low, and that's how he gets killed. Oh, he gets charged.
Fair
Fair enough.
Sort of a dive healer. So they've really
Fair enough. Get some added value for your charge.
Now,
And, good. No one dies. It's good, no one dies.
Look at all the space they've created, and that cart's going to get moving soon.
Well, cart is
Anyway, ultimate wise, we're going to see 4 ults, including a grab available coming out for Numi. I don't know what his charge is outside of his.
Yeah, they pushed Eclipse so far back that by the time they managed to get back to where the payload
Okay.
is,
Good. I can finally see it. Okay. They've got a grab bomb combo. So they just need to try and execute this properly and make sure that Echo gets bursted. That's basically their main win condition right now. Because the Flipsy's Transcendence is not going to do anything if a grab bomb combo comes off.
HSL is already halfway to where they need to be, and they've got 4.5 minutes to
So
complete their
it's all
journey.
going to be about whether or not they can get the grab off.
Too good for them at the moment, but they can bring this
Look, they're going to focus him. He's going to focus, and now they're going to go in. And that's what you should do. Flipsy comes in, they're going to ult, but everyone stays alive. How did they stay alive?
Seems to have been split up.
in their back pocket.
Horde 7, they're trying to get
This around, they do have a few ultimates in their back pocket.
So we're going to see the grab bomb combo go
Horde 7,
off.
they're trying to get some environmental kills, but it's stunned.
It misses.
Okay, so look at this.
Oh, that's unfortunate, it missed. It went behind the car and missed. That's unfortunate. What 7's going to be bursted down? Lucio ult's going to be going to catch him.
Split up.
This is just going to be
now, though, but Horde 7
off, but they
managed to
get Kage.
this could
It's
be
good.
huge. It's split up, stunned by
In the meantime, we're going to see what 7 get. Bursting, bursting, bursting.
Horde 7, they're
Can
trying
be
to
taken
get some
low.
environmental
They're going to
kills,
use.
but it's
They're going to
stunned
use
by
that
Kage.
to keep
But
him
look at this,
alive.
the
Good
whole
ult from
of
him.
20 seems to have been
Keep what
split
7
up. They're
alive,
getting
and they're going to.
Kage. But look at this, the whole of
And
20
Kage-
seems to have been split up. They're getting
Kage's
back
just
together
gonna
now,
get-
though, but What 7 managed to
Oh
get
wow,
big on Kage.
he got
This is
discorded
huge.
and
It
bursted.
is a
That's
6v5.
unfortunate.
Punisher
What 7 is
managed
going to
to
get killed though by
kill what
Punisher.
7
This is still
response,
equal.
but it's still
Raz
in
are going to
favour
get
of the
killed down
attackers
from
here. They're
there.
pushing forward. They manages to kill what 7 in response, but it's still in favour of the attackers.
It's so
here. They're
messy.
pushing forward. They're getting
It's
aggressive.
so
Over
messy.
there
The team,
on the
I mean,
Brigitte, just
what it looked like is that they split. So like 1 or 2 went this way, 3 went this way, and it's just messy from them. Their mid-fight communication
bringing
probably
away
didn't
Maitland
work out
and
so
Maitland.
well, and they all
I
didn't
think
back
it's
out
all
the
over
same
here
way,
now.
and they got killed for it.
HSL are going to be able to push this up.
And I think this is going to be game. We're going to have the Wrecking Ball come in there, and nope.
Oh, he got booted.
And HSL Academy zoning them out and getting the kill. So that's going to be game. That's going to be game and match for.
Because it wasn't just a 3-0 stop. You got to remember
It's going to be
that,
game and match for
the first
HSL
map on
Esports.
the
Nice.
box actually went
Well,
to,
HSL Academy Esports.
not to HSL, but to
Just giving the
Eclipse,
player the
so
game as well. You know,
it's
just
a lot
reward
more
that.
even, but I think
Good,
what happened
good
throughout
3K,
that,
good
HSL
3.5K there.
Yeah.
So. So in summary, HSL Esports, their DPS was very strong. I'll tell you that now. I like this pharmacy ash composition. It naturally sets up a crossfire very easily, and I think that's something that teams I feel like Goat's comp is going to be start showing, especially as high damage is not very good up against armor, and so having these sort of compositions that can put out quite a lot of damage over time, especially the dynamite. I mean, it's going to build ultimate on their side, but it's going to keep it's going to keep damage and build ultimate very fast for Ashe, and getting ultimate fast for Ashe is going to be quite important. And I think as well, the damage as well from Ashe is against Hanzo is probably a lot better, especially I think as well. One of the things with Ash versus Hanzo is Ash's coach gun gives her quite a lot of mobility, especially as it can knock people back. And I think that's something that going up against Goats comps that are wanting to rush against you is pretty powerful, a lot more powerful than Hanzo's leap. So interesting composition. And then um, Eternal Eclipse's composition having this triple DPS composition, which was using a very similar to HSL academies, but with this Tracer as well, which personally I'm not a big fan of. Tracer going up against Goat's compositions, it's not that great. I'm going to be really honest. It's only really good against swishy compositions, and it's only really good at going against one target, which is going to be the Zen. Zen's going to be wrapped around a lot of tanks. So I don't really like it, but it's probably an individual playstyle that Eternal Eclipse are playing around, and I respect that. You know, if that's something that they are really good with, you know, let them play that how it be. But just understand um, what you're seeing. So overall, Eternal Eclipse actually had really good cooling there. I think Eternal Eclipse has some really good cooling. Um, I feel that their mid fight cooling was better than HSL Academy just based off the plays that they were doing. But HSL having really strong DPS core that was fragging out really well, and I think as well the swaps that they did were a lot more intelligent than Eternal Eclipse, especially on Hanamura. Holding them for so long, full holding them on the second point was huge, and it really helped going into that second phase, snowballing the advantage and using that advantage well. So overall, HSL winning 3-1, you know, interesting and really interesting to see how people are really developing counters to the goats composition, as especially in the future when we have have the armor changes, it's going to be even more impactful going up against multi tank options. Anyway, without further ado, that I think that's enough from me. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. These videos are very long, but of course they are very much in depth. HSL looking at high level Overwatch is really important, even if it's in the tier 3 scene. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Also, don't forget to follow my Twitch channel as well at twitch.tv/EmmaSicarius. I host these streams before they get put on the YouTube channel, and it's always massively appreciated if you can drop a follow as well from there too. So, hope you guys see you guys again, and as always, have a lovely, lovely day.